Alright, welcome to Fables and Foes, a channel where me and my best friends play our favorite TTRPG. Tonight, our favorite TTRPG is Daggerheart. And we've got kind of a little special thing for October. We're going to be doing a Halloween short series. So, we won't have names on the screen or anything like that, but just getting my friends together and we're all going to just have a good time. So, let's bring everybody in. For characters, we've got, Tyler, his character's name is Asha. We've got Carlos, his character's name is Clinton, and we've got Casey, and his character's name is Skiv. You guys want to do a brief description of your character before we jump into it?
Not really.
Not really, alright.
I look like a druid.
Look like a druid, okay.
You just look like a person. Clean-shaven halfling, surname Bigsby. He's a man to live.
And he heard about this carnival and is gonna shop there.
And I'm a little kind of decrepit goblin who is slightly insane, so you'll probably hear me talking to myself a lot. That's about it.
Alright, so we're going to start off with a couple of mini-series rules, at least for this particular first session, okay? So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you guys to engage in the things that you see. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for you guys to play some games, just little things here and there to keep you guys busy and enjoy the location that the story will be taking place. A vast majority of those roles, for now, will be considered as reaction roles, okay? Unless you horribly fail or genuinely, like, almost to the greatest of your ability succeed, we will not be giving or you won't be given hope, and I won't be given fear. Okay, so essentially for this first session, the hope and fear mechanic is not really going to come into play, at least generating hope and fear. Okay, so if you guys want to use your hope in order to succeed at a game or something like that, that's fine, no problem. Just know that right now is a very finite resource. Okay, just because. Is that what you understand? Okay.
No hope, no fear, guys.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. You guys are in a who cares town in the middle of doesn't really pay attention to the rest of the world region of a country. Okay, what is that town called?
Town in a finite region, you said?
A region that doesn't really care about the rest of the world. It's just kind of on its own, doing its own thing.
Ada.
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 ADA. AYDA?
AYDA.
AYDA.
Ada.
Okay. So in recent history, in this particular town, very recent history, namely yesterday, probably evening time frame, some interesting characters have begun walking around your town. People that you don't know. Taller fellas, very plump people, bearded ladies, okay? Probably sights and sounds that you are very unaccustomed to in your small little place in the corner of the world. And with them, they've brought a significant chunk of pamphlets for something called a carnival. Okay, you may have heard of a carnival before, maybe not. You're not 100% sure what's going to be involved, but everybody around town seems very excited about something like this. This sort of thing never comes to the town of Ada. People don't get out to do things in the evening hours. They just work, mill, go to sleep. Every day, for as long as anybody can remember. But this morning, several pamphlets have blown around in the breeze, and we'll bring in your character, Skiv. How did you find your first pamphlet?
I want to say I was just kind of wandering around like an alley, and then just kind of as I was like kind of talking to myself, I just kind of stumbled across it and picked it up and like, ooh, carnival.
And on that particular pamphlet, you see that it says Mordaiin's Marvelous Menagerie. It's got pictures of games, carousel, some giant wheel that looks like it's a ride, ponies, a tent, something could spark your interest.
Skiv likes big wheels.
Okay.
So-
All right. I'm glad he likes big wheels. All right, Clinton, how did you find your first pamphlet?
Coming home from a job, I found a crumpled up pamphlet on the ground. I picked up, opened it up, saw that it was this pamphlet, and saw that they were in the town of Ada, which was a 3 days journey from where we're from. Came home, told him, you got interested, and left.
Cool. So you guys took a little journey?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. How did you find yours? Did he just show you, or?
Yeah, he came home from work with it. And
What?
I was like, dude, have you heard of this thing called a carnival before? And I was just like, no, what the hell are you talking about, dude? And then he showed me this crumpled up piece of paper.
All
And
right.
we were
So
like, yeah, I mean, I got nothing planned.
I'll give you guys an opportunity. If it didn't pull you guys over on your devices, please let me know. But this is, in its fullest, front and back, the pamphlet. Who's measuring? Somebody's measuring. It said 0 feet.
It's a 66-foot pamphlet, dude?
Yeah,
That's
it's huge.
crazy. Thing's the size of
At least 66 feet.
look at that.
Yep, so the reverse side of your pamphlet says Mordaiin's marvelous Menagerie of Wonders. One night only spectacle, attractions to marvel at, the fearless acrobat of the night, the oracle of the crystal sphere, the strongest of champions, the enchanted menagerie, the pyromancer of flames, the harlequin's laugh, the puppet stage, the master of games, the mirror maze, and the Ferris wheel of wonder. Come one, come all, for this night alone, the menagerie shall grace your humble town. Alright, so, do the two of you know Skiv?
Probably not.
Alright, we're gonna have to orchestrate some sort of run-in so that you guys enter this carnival together. Okay? So, what is your character currently doing? About midday, probably a couple hours before the carnival's doors are set to open. You can see that on a kind of a bluff outside of town, atop of, I would say, a medium-sized mesa. Trees, smaller hills, some blowing wind in the trees. It's fall time frame. You see from morning of you rumbling through, the trash between the buildings to now, you can see that this massive event is rapidly being set up at a pace that, for something as large as it is extraordinarily cool. It's very interesting that they can do it this fast. So midday, probably a little after lunch. Where are you at?
I'll say I'm just gonna kind of like approach kind of like the perimeter. I'm assuming there's like a fence around it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna kind of like skim around the fence, kind of like feeling my way across, trying to find any like little cracks and crevices where I can sneak through.
Okay.
So I don't have money, so I'm just trying to wiggle my way through.
All right, so it's not open yet. You're trying to get in before
So
it's...
yeah, I'm just kind of like scouting out the walls. Trying to
Okay.
figure out.
So go ahead and roll me a perceive instinct check.
That is a 9.
Okay. So as you're kind of visually scaling the walls, if you will, you are looking for any sort of way in. And although there are tiny, holes in the slats that you can kind of see through, you put your hand up to the wood and it feels cold, very, very cold, unnaturally, at least uncharacteristically cold. But as you're kind of peering through and you notice that, you can see that they're very, very interesting people setting up. Very tall people, very short people, old people, just all sorts of things that, I said before, just don't frequent the location that you're from. But fundamentally, you cannot find a way into this carnival. And the pamphlet didn't say anything about money. So, you might be
I
okay.
guess that is a true point.
Yeah. You guys are walking up the road at this particular point towards the town of Ada. And you see this little goblin creature kind of peeking around, scratching through, trying to see through the wooden slats of this this massive structure being built before you.
See anything over there?
That little thing? Yeah, what about it?
I think we'll be allowed here. So he's part of the performance. looks like it.
Hey, are you hired here?
Who, Skiv?
Are you Skiv?
I Skiv, yes. Who are you?
Oh, he has to be a part
I
of
can't
this
take
one.
this serious. Yeah, good. He's
Hey.
totally part of this.
Short series, big personality. Let's go.
Clinton, are you employed?
Employment, no. Just coming to see Big Wheel.
Big wheel. There's a big wheel. Is there a big wheel?
From you kind of step back. These are
There's no big wheel on here.
I was gonna point out the
On the
pamphlet.
half- on what?
Big to me.
Oh, the
there's two.
Yeah, I was gonna point out the
There's two
pamphlet.
giant ones.
Big wheel.
Big Wheel.
Yeah, so you step back from the wooden structure being built before you, just probably about 20, 30 feet back, and you do see a giant wheel with like baskets on it, being like just slowly but surely propped up into like a completely perpendicular to the land formation.
They travel with that thing? I don't know.
Maybe they had to put it together.
To get on that.
Me, Asha.
Asha.
He prefers ass.
Ass.
Sha. All right. So you don't work here?
No. No work.
Are you alone?
No.
Your friends with you?
Sorta, yeah, something like that.
All right.
It's like these guys are talking about. That's
Yeah. What if I for one? He seems pretty dumb.
Well, we're trying to get into the big wheel thing. You seem to be interested in
Oh,
wheels.
yeah.
You want to join us?
yeah, sure. I'm also trying to get to Big Wheel.
Big wheel. Got it. Let's go to the big wheel.
All right, so do you guys stay outside of this fence, or do you go like get a drink, or?
And you try to go to the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you go to the entrance. It's barred shut, and you see a very tall fellow, probably about 7 feet tall. Long, kind of like thin arms. He's got a top hat with some hair that's kind of like, you can tell that he combed it before he put the hat on, but right where the hat touches his head, the hair gets a little frilly, so he's been, shifting the hat around, moving it, and it comes out like kind of like out like this, and almost this very dramatic flare to the ends of his longer hair, and he's got a very cold face, and he's just staying there with his arms crossed, and he's, hello.
Hello. Can we come in?
Well, yeah.
The carnival is not open yet, but it will be at sundown. As soon as the sun touches the rim of the planet, you will be invited. But for now, no, it is not open.
Is there a way we can convince you to let us in?
I am not so easily persuaded, but show me something I have never seen.
Something you've never seen. You got something he's never seen?
Not really, no.
You ever seen anyone change into an animal before?
Indeed I have.
I
That
figured.
is simple. Simple trick.
You can change into an animal?
I cannot, no, but
Oh.
I don't need to. I have people to do that for me.
Well, that plan,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I beseech you.
Can change. I was gonna tell him to change into an animal and show me he can fly around and then walk in.
I beseech you, come back at dusk, and all of your mind's hungers will be filled.
I thought you said sundown.
It is
That is
dusk.
Okay. Sure.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Good day. And he kind of leans
Good
back
night.
up. It will be.
This hair's really weird, and I walk away.
And he kind of He's a little frustrated by your comment.
I look around to see if there's any inns or bars or anything if we just travel 2 days.
Yeah, in the town of Ada, there are probably 3 or 4 inns, but which one's your favorite?
Let's go to Big Tom's.
Big time.
Big Tom's.
Big
yeah.
Tom's. Yeah.
Never been to Big Tom.
All right, so you take them down to Big Tom's, just left of Main Street. You know, got a small gaggle of people in front. A lot of them are very excitedly. They're holding the pamphlets in their hand, flipping them back and forth. Like, have you seen this? Oh, I cannot wait to go. This is going to be amazing. We never get to see anything like this. You guys push past the crowd. The door is open for you because somebody's walking out simultaneously with a pamphlet in their hands as well. And you walk in, and it's a very simple atmosphere. Big Tom's is not known for the coin, nor the selection, nor the patronage, nor really anything. Big Tom's is probably not the best place to be in this particular town, but happens to be Skip's favorite. So here we are.
Makes sense.
You get up to the counter, I presume, going in to buy a couple drinks, and you see this hulking man.
Are you Big Tom?
No. And then you see a couple hands like wrapped over the edge of the counter, and you hear the familiar sounds of foot's going up a short ladder. And then you see this guy. He's like,
Yes.
"I'm Big Tom. What's up?"
That's the irony I wanted. Big Tom! Not Big Tom. Can I have your biggest cup that you have on file?
I think we can do that. What do you want?
Same thing.
Okay, and Skiv.
Hey,
It's been a minute.
Been a minute.
Ah, I love this guy. Hey, Skiv. He's weird, but he's awesome. Okay, and same old.
Yeah, same old.
All right. So biggest thing on file. Don't know what that means, but here you go.
What
And
is
this-
Skiv getting?
The cup is this big, right? And he's gonna get the flame heart tongue blaster.
yeah.
It comes in just a little cup, but you know this to be one of the spiciest things on their menu. You want a flame blast tongue blaster? Or flame heart tongue blaster?
Well, that's small, that's big, and I don't know which one I prefer.
That one's watered down.
Oh, I want what he's got.
All right, here you go. And you just there you go. Yeah. All right, coin first before you drink it.
Oh.
You're definitely paying for that. You are definitely paying for that.
I got you, cut. Hand over the coin.
Big Tom's like, fresh silver. All right, pay up.
I was gonna hand him my pamphlet. I don't have any money.
Skiv, we do this all the time. I cannot believe I haven't learned yet. You always come in here. You always get that fucking drink, which is expensive, and then you never pay.
Skiv bad. I'm sorry.
Yes, bad Skiv, very bad.
I'll-
Bad Skiv.
I'll ask Dribbles to see if he had money.
Okay, well, I'll put it on your tab, which is, by the way, 16 gold. Significant tab, yeah.
We'll get it to you.
Wait, you pay for his, right? Okay. You gonna pay for his too?
That's 16 gold. How much is the drink?
His?
It's got on your tab, no worries.
Well,
dude.
it's just under a silver, 9 copper.
He's performing tonight.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I want you to roll. Roll deceive presence check. Yeah.
Presents. Ah, yes, that'll be 7.
7. All right. So
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
doesn't matter right now. He rolled a 14. He
Yeah.
kind of. No, he's fucking not. I've known Skiv damn near his whole life. This man doesn't have a performance bone in his body.
he can perform.
Prove it.
Do you have any poison I can drink?
And then the big guy looks down at Big Tom and he's like, go get it.
You'll go get it.
I'll go get it. And then he just.
You're in the market for poison beer, Tom?
Hey, look. This isn't the best place. We got liars. We got beggars. We got thieves. Okay, we got poison. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta take out the trash, right? Okay. It's Ada. I don't know what you want from me. All right, and then I got it. And he just hands you this little vial. You're gonna drink that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I use my poison taste tester experience for this roll.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Roll the credits.
I rolled. That'd be 20.
You trying to figure out like where it comes from?
I'm just gonna just slam it.
Okay, so you slam it, and it's a deadly poison.
Good.
But you've scrounged, you've tasted things, you know. You get into trash and you're like, "Ooh, what's that?" And you take a bite out of it, you know. These things happen. So as soon as you ingest it, you can feel the burning, like, needle sensation that comes out of your esophagus and out of your throat. And you just kind of, like, slam it down, and you kind of, like, lean back in your stool, and then your eyes get really, really close to closing. And then I want you to go ahead and give me a reaction, a finesse reaction to try not to fall out of your chair.
10.
Okay, so the DC was 12. So you like lean back and you're closing your eyes and you're like trying to keep yourself steady, and then you just hit the ground. But you don't die. So how do you what is your character feeling when he ingests this very deadly poison that did not kill you?
I would say everything kind of goes black, and then I'm just gonna start hearing my voices in my head, start just trying to like focus on finding who I am. As I fall back, I'm just gonna wake up. Is Skiv alive? Skiv? And I was like, sort of stumble around trying to get back up to the chair.
Okay, so big time. He like leans over the counter at the ground, sees you. Where's Skiv? Skiv, are you alive? He's like, that's not a performance either. Just heads up.
Oh, you're
Dude's
gonna
fucked
see
in
that
there.
at
Okay.
dusk.
Yeah, he's fucked.
But he survived.
Yeah, he survived, and that's impressive. Okay.
So he just performed for you.
Okay, I think we have a
You
different
should
word.
pay him 16 gold.
Okay, no. I wouldn't pay 16 gold for shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
Skiv try.
Oh, you gonna use the bathroom?
yeah.
Between the alley.
Thank you.
Well, in the alley. Sorry, between the buildings. Yeah.
Perfect. I leave.
All right. I assume you get back up, climb into your chair, finish your, whatever I called that drink.
Fire something. Tongue blaster.
Flame tongue blaster.
Tongue blaster.
Tongue blaster.
All right, yeah.
Call me in high school.
You're gonna have horrendous shits later between the poison and the tongue
I
blaster.
got that on a toilet and you melted.
Yeah. All right. So you guys hang out in this particular location for however much time you feel is necessary. Is there anything else that you want to do with what coin you have, or are you just kind of biding the time, getting a little warm in the cheeks before you go enjoy the rest of the evening?
Gambling?
Big Tom's like, that's the one thing we don't do here.
Yeah.
Put the dice away now.
You're not fun.
Gambling is bad for you. All right. Any more drinks? Or we good?
We're good.
All right. You guys going to that thing?
What thing?
The thing, the menagerie.
He's
The
performing.
big wheel.
No,
Yeah,
he's not.
The big wheel. He's performing. We got it.
He's
We're
not.
going.
He's not. I know you were lying.
If you come, you'll see him.
I'm not going.
You'll see him there.
It's not my thing. Plus, you know, the people who don't have whatever they need to get in, they're gonna hang out with me tonight. I'm gonna get some of their coin, you know? Yeah. So,
Do you need
it's enough.
something? Do you need something to get in?
I haven't heard anything.
We just said the people that don't have what they need to
Well,
get in.
we don't know because it's not on the pamphlet.
You can just go in.
Oh.
They said when the sun touches the earth, we can enter.
Oh, that sounds mysterious. Okay, all right. Maybe I'll close up. Maybe I'll give it a little bit though. As patrons, my regulars, kind of like Skiv.
I get much money off the skip.
No, you're telling me. All right. Well, you guys, you have a good day. Have a good day.
Like, alright. I give him a copper.
Thank you.
Spend all in one place.
Okay.
Or do I don't care. I want to
Oh, okay.
win.
And then Big Tom just looked at me. You're an idiot. You can't spend that in one place. And then you guys walk back outside. That voice was tough on my throat.
Oh, let's go back in.
No.
What's that guy's name again?
Big Tom.
Big Tom, dude.
I was waiting for the irony to come around.
The what?
The irony.
There's no iron. It was copper, gold, silver.
Poison.
Okay. So you guys make it back outside of Big Tom's, down the street, and you can see that the line to get into the menagerie is quite long, but the doors are large. You guys are standing, you were at the back of the line, now there are people behind you, everybody's trying to get in at the same time. And after probably a solid half hour, you find yourselves in front of this so-called carnival. The doors are wide open, and you see inside just several very large tents. You see past kind of like a circus carnival gaming area, throwing darts, knocking over cans, you know, that sort of area. Past that, you see the big wheel, and it is splendid. It is everything you didn't know you were dreaming of. Okay.
There's a fortune teller.
That's what it says.
There is the Oracle of the Crystal Sphere. Alright, so you guys find yourselves at the gate, you're looking inside, and it is a sight to behold. And just like from this afternoon to now, you hear this music just playing on repeat that was coming across the wind, but now it is all around you. And the same guy that was at the gates earlier is here now. But this time, he's way happier. Like he's forced a smile on himself. He says, "Welcome back. It is good to see that my friends have come back to me to view Mordaiin's marvelous menagerie."
Are you Mordaiin?
I am Mordaiin. And you are?
I'm Asha.
Asha. It is good to meet you, Asha. I'm so glad you came. Who are you?
Clinton.
Clinton. It is good to meet you, Clinton. I am Mordaiin. And who is this lovely little fellow?
Skiv.
Skiv, it is good to meet you. I am Mordaiin. And this is my marvelous menagerie. I need one little thing before you come in. Just one thing.
What?
Need to... It's weird, I know. Need to prick you with a little pin. That is all. The things you will see tonight could disturb you. They could feed your mind or leave you starving. That is up to you. We need to know, here, at my menagerie, if you can handle a little discomfort, if you get my meaning.
Does the prick help?
It will tell me if you can handle a little discomfort, yes.
I've been uncomfortable before. Let's do it. Prick me, boy.
It just takes a little needle out of the rim of his... This is a substance abuse thing. Got it. It takes a little needle out of the edge of his hat, and he just a little tiny bead of blood wells up, and he takes the needle and just. Who is next?
Did you just lick that?
I need to clean it.
Feel it. You liked it?
You wanted me to clean it again. Okay, I apologize. And he takes it and he wipes it very, very intensely on his very nice overcoat.
I'm glad I went first.
He cleans it off. I have a different needle, if you would prefer.
Have you pricked somebody else with that needle before?
I have many needles, and on many of you.
I have a feeling that answer is yes.
Yeah, is that yes?
It is yes. My
You're
friend,
eating everybody's blood?
I'm simply cleaning the needle. My friend, I smell alcohol on your breath. Would you pour a bit on this needle to sanitize it? Sanitized. Skiv. Is it Skiv?
Skiv.
Skiv.
Okay.
And he just
Leans his head in.
and it's sitting and it's right in the middle of the forehead. He's like, okay. And he pulls it back. And,
How does that taste?
well, it tastes like blood, good man.
I've never drank blood before, so I'm asking. Like, you try, like, a drink and you're like, ah, that tastes like shit, or that tastes good. You know?
Have you ever
Bit your tongue.
worked with metal?
There you go.
Metal?
Yes.
Never worked with it. I've seen it.
Wonderful. It tastes like metal.
Does it taste like something you've never seen? Sounds awesome.
Please, my friends, have you a pamphlet on you?
I gave mine to Big Tom.
I just had it in my boot.
You don't need to show me, it's fine. But I do want to emphasize, visit all the attractions.
Big wheel?
Experience everything
It's a big wheel?
that you can. And, to help, I will give you a park map, so that you can see where you wish to go.
Okay. What the fuck are you doing?
Just like making the shakes. The bugs are coming in.
Alright, he hands you a park map. And essentially, to some effect, it says you are here. When you're looking at it for the first time. And as you walk a little bit, it tells you where you are the entire time. You walk slightly to the left, it says you are here. Swap to the right, it says you are here. It is a magic map.
I'm gonna point at the big wheel. Skiv going to wheel. And I'm gonna start like
Let's
scampering
go to
around.
the wheel.
Alright, so you guys travel your way over to the Wheel of Wonder.
Alright.
And before you stands this monolith to intelligent creation. It is a massive, I mean, it's got to be 50, 60 feet tall of heat pressed metal and these half mesh versus half wire, not cages, baskets that are going with the wheel. And you can see that there's a line of very excited children and parents are like, calm down, little guy, like, we'll get there, it's almost our turn, you know. And then you see this very elegant man standing before it, and there's no ticket booth. He's not holding a coin or a coin pouch waiting for extra money. For all intents and purposes, this seems like a free ride that you can go on. And this man is talking to everybody who's coming up. He's like, I'm old Pim. It's good to see you. Welcome to the carnival, yes. Welcome to our place of fun. I hope that this Wheel of Wonder fills your imagination with all things. And if you special request, we'll stop your basket at the very top so you can see the surrounding landscape.
Yo.
You look particularly interested, little boy.
Skiv wants to go on a wheel.
Well, Skiv can. As soon as it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to like sneak through the line.
Alright, go ahead. Roll for hide, finesse.
Not good. That is a 10.
A 10. Okay. So you get probably about 4 or 5 people up. And then old Pim, who was kind of traveling the beginning area before the roped off section. Little boy, it is not quite your turn. Please, for the love of all guests and the fun for all, please, be patient. Plus, wouldn't you rather go with your friends?
I just met these guys.
So did I, and I would say we're friends, yes?
Yeah!
I'm Old Pim.
Old
good to
Pim.
meet you.
Old Pim?
Old Pim, yes.
Old Pim.
Is there a young Pim?
I used to be. It's been quite some time, though.
How long have you worked at the
Menagerie?
Menagerie.
Oh, that's a wonderful question. And it almost takes too long for him to answer.
Interesting.
Oh, well, I would say probably about the last decade or so, yes. We traveled around quite a bit, quite light on our toes. We traveled the whole world, honestly. As for when specifically I joined, I can't quite remember. But this is my life, and I love it so. And I hope that you love it as well. Oh, and would you look at that? It seems to be your turn, so please, come this way. The three of you to one basket, or would you prefer to spread the love?
Yeah, let's get in the same basket.
Please, get on the ride.
I open
And-
up my bag. I found a yellow pill and I get in the basket.
And please, don't climb the basket. It would be just horrible if something terrible happened to you.
Question.
I have 17 seconds until it's time to start the wheel, so please, ask.
How do you travel with these gigantic wheels?
When you see the rest of the menagerie, it might come to fruition as to how we're capable of such things. I suggest the champions of the arena if you want to see a true Hulk in good sporting fashion. But, oh, it's time. Okay, please, get on.
I'm already like inside.
Alright, so you guys...
Uppies.
Alright, so you guys take the wheel and you travel all the way around 3 or 4 times. And then on the 5th time you come around, old Pim is like, did you want to stop at the top?
Yes.
Okay. And then he keeps it going just a little bit longer, all the way till you guys get to the very top. And at this point, at least the vast majority of you, in Ada, there are no structures beyond 20 feet tall. Like, that sort of structure just does not exist. So, you are up here. I'm actually gonna...
You good, Clint?
Yeah, it's high.
Why have you waited so long to say something?
I've never been this high before.
We've gone around 5 times.
Well, we're stopped now. It was different when we were moving.
Alright, so, yeah, you guys get all the way to the very top, and at this point, you have...
Rock,
No.
You can't fall, it rolls.
Roll strength for me. See how much effort you actually put into this. And Skiv, you've never been this high up. The highest tree in the surrounding area of Ada is not this tall. With an 11, you get a decent rock. Like, it's nothing crazy. But go ahead. You've never been this high up before in your life, and you can see out in all directions. And for the first time in your life, probably about, I don't know, 150 miles, you see this giant line of blue on the horizon, just as the sun is setting, and it's kind of refracting the light up. And it is something that you've never seen, but people have told you is in fact the ocean.
Oh, shit.
You guys see this as well.
My eyes are shut.
You don't see this.
What?
He sees the ocean about 150 miles away. Something he's never seen before.
Oh, Skiv sees ocean! Clinton, look! And I'm like pat him on the back of the head, like the back of the... Look!
You never been to the ocean?
Skiv from the underground. Yeah,
Okay. Fair enough.
I came up and found Ada.
Alright. Do you want to go to the ocean?
Someday.
I've never been there, I've just seen it. Never been in it.
You're a druid. You've never been in the water.
Never been in the ocean.
There's a lot that I don't know about.
Yeah. We've lived together for 6 years.
Okay, 6 years.
It's been 6 years. How old is everybody, by the way?
6 years old.
Oh, okay. Alright, and he's on pills and alcohol. You're doing a bad job, roommate. Alright, so from this vantage point, you also see, much like the map, that now when you pull it out points that you are on this this wheel of wonder, and you hear other people call it a Ferris wheel. So people have at least heard of this sort of device before. But as you look out, you see that north of your current location is like a very large kind of open area with a bunch of stalls, lots of games, people peddling goods, trying to make a little extra coin while traveling with the carnival. Past that, you see kind of it's got a little bit less light on it. Almost feels unnatural, but you see a very large maze, and you from this distance you can tell that all of the walls, because they're not hedges or anything like that, all the walls are very close together, so you can't really tell how to solve the maze from this particular vantage point, but you can see one. And you see 5 very large tents, but you see one large tent in the center of the entire carnival that is as big as it gets. I mean, it's bigger than any building you guys have ever seen with your eyes, at least from Ada. Maybe not from your hometown, but in general, it's massive. And then you see, what's that? Fair. And then you see an arena where, even from this distance, you see a fairly large man. Just ripped. I mean, he's got to be 10 feet tall, at least. And then you see another man, much smaller, in gleaming metal armor with a jousting stick. And you can see that they're sparring in the arena, and there's a crowd around them, like, going wild. And then you see that stop, and then the guy who's kind of controlling that festivity is asking something to the crowd, and then somebody comes down and he hands him a wooden sword and a wooden shield, and he's like, pushes him along, and then you can kind of see how the champions are, doing their bravado dance with him and trying to teach him some stuff, and the crowd is lining up to go play with the champions, so to speak. But you get to see from this vantage point just the massive amount of festivities that are taking place around here. And then the wheel begins to turn again, and you begin to descend all the way to the very bottom. And old Pim is standing there, and he's like, "Tell me you love that."
Skiv loves wheel.
Was that everything you had ever wanted?
Yes.
Well, when this line, which is rather long at this point, decides to thin out a bit, feel free to come back. Could be a good time.
Yeah, it was great.
You do not see... You seem unwell.
Well, the top of the world is just not where I need to be.
Oh, this is far from the largest wheel I've ever seen, actually. And you said, did you enjoy your...
Yeah, it was a good time.
I saw that you were rocking. Somebody was rocking, at least.
He was afraid.
And that's hilarious. But if you do come back, please don't do that. It gives the children the wrong impression, and they, don't want them to get hurt.
Did it go all the way around? Full circle?
I have seen that. Yet the people inside fell out.
What if we hang on? We could...
I suspect that's possible, but you'll need to work as a team. But I should not be telling you this. And then there's a couple kids that are staying real close to him, just like, we can go around in a circle. And he's like, oh no, okay.
The circle on the circles.
Okay, all right. Children, let's go.
You got this, kids.
All right, so before you leave, though, I want everybody to give me a sense, an instinct roll.
9 with fear.
11.
Yeah, this one will be with hope or fear.
Oh, with hope.
Okay.
18 with hope.
It didn't matter.
This particular roll does.
Oh.
Text that on.
All right, so we've got fear, we've got hope, and we've got hope. Okay, so I'll take one fear. And those of you who rolled with hope, please gain your hope.
They have so many.
I start with 3 plus the number of players.
We also start with 3 hope.
You also start with 1 more because I have.
Oh, so I start with 4? Which means I have 5.
Okay, and who got the highest roll?
I got
Probably
an
me.
11.
I got 18.
18. Okay, so the two of you don't really notice anything. You kind of... He's probably nauseous, just like wobbling away. You're excited for the next big festivity. But Asha, you... as you're walking away from this giant wheel, you hear creaks and groans coming from it, metallic in nature. And then for a second, not. And then you turn around and you look, and the wheel's not moving. It's not windy. Just maybe the shifting weight could be, but it goes away just as soon as it started.
Creaks and groans of metal?
Yep.
Clint, did you hear that?
I can't hear.
Skip, did you hear that?
The voices?
You know the groaning noise. Was that voices?
Maybe. Skip has lots of friends.
How many voices are in your head?
I have 6 friends.
Not including us?
8 friends?
Do they have names?
Yes. So there is Skiv. Skiv is me.
Are you your own friend?
Indeed. Are you not your own friend?
Oh, some days.
I have Blort. Screek.
Write this down, write this down. This feels really important.
Skip has what? What's the name?
So Skiv, Blort,
Bort?
Blort,
Lord.
Screek,
Creak.
Nib,
Nib.
Vix,
Vix.
and Dribble.
Dribble.
Yeah.
Okay, people.
Alright. And now us. Sure that will have no bearing on anything.
What?
Where are they?
Here? Do you not hear them?
I do not hear them. But they have something to say, let us know.
Ah, I will do.
Thank you, Skip.
You're welcome.
I'm more happy to be on the ground.
Fucking
Yep.
He said it's gross. He's gross.
Alright, you've gone to the Wheel of Wonder.
Well, old Pim said that we should check out the champions and see how they got all the stuff here.
Right here. Champions of the arena.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ye mom.
Alright, so you make your way to the Champions of the Arena. And it's a fairly small arena. It's not, what you would, mentally view, or it's not a coliseum by any means. Realistically, it's probably about 100 feet long, about 70, 80 feet wide. Inside of that arena, you see that there are, there's rocks, there's a kind of a palisade fence, there's a couple of shields, some odds and ends of pieces of equipment laying around, and you see this just hulking motherfucker. I mean, like, his arms are as thick as like tree trunks, literally, and he's wearing a mask on his face. It's not really a helmet, it's just to protect his face for whatever reason. And then you see a smaller knight beside him, very elegant in nature. And he's kind of like just jabbing at the hulking guy, and the jab hits the guy in the stomach, and then he just kind of like rolls back with it, grabs it, and then smacks it out of his hand and just throws it like a spear over to the side. And then he goes to like lift the little dude up. The little dude just like dances up his arm and like flips off of his back and lands behind him and jabs him a couple times. Big guy turns around with a hulking arm to smash, but the little dude dives down. You see just this. It's almost like a bar fight of people who know what the hell they're doing, and you also see that a lot of people are very interested in attempting to join the fights. You guys are not in the ring, don't worry. This is just to get you guys here. But this is the layout of the arena. You can see that the seats are just full of people, but you do have a location that the three of you could sit together if you so chose.
Let's go sit down and take a little gander.
Oh, all 8 of us.
Yeah.
Alright, this time I want you to give me a sense roll now. Hope and fear will apply.
Alright, Zach. Oh, that's pretty good. Crit.
Sheesh. Alright, well, clear out stress if you're not already.
Should add a stress.
Got an 18 again. Oh.
I got an 8 with hope.
Okay, so 18, a crit, and an 8,
Yep.
but hope, and hope. Okay, so everybody gain hope if you haven't already. Okay, unfortunately, you can't see over the wooden wall in front of you, so But as you guys are watching this happen before you, and you're just very energized and thoroughly enjoying the sight before you, you notice that they both have wooden swords. One of them is gargantuan in nature for the guy, and the other one is very small. But as they're going, you hear the wood hit, just the clack, over and over and over again, and it's a very incredible flurry of blows. And then just one time, you hear metal on metal, and then it goes back to the wood, and nobody else in the crowd seems to notice. Skiv doesn't notice. Everybody is just enjoying what they're seeing, and then a kind of a trainer, proctor kind of guy, he is walking around and he's asking for volunteers. Would anyone like to join the champions in the ring? Test your mettle against the might of the carnival. Would you like to join, sir?
Can we use magic?
Of course! Just please don't hurt the merchandise. It is for show and show only.
Don't hurt the what?
The men.
I'm like reach my hand over the wall.
Oh, you would like to go?
Yeah.
Please, follow me.
And we're like, we're over to it.
Well, sir, okay. And then as soon as you kind of like plop in, you can move your character to wherever it is that you join.
I'll say I land over here on the edge.
Did it move?
I
Okay.
have a question before he volunteers. I heard a metal noise when they collided swords. What was that all about?
I mean, it could have been anything. We do have real weapons here, but also, there's plenty of people in the crowds. The bleachers are half made of metal. Like, it could have been anything. But I need to chase your friend because he just jumped into the arena, and I need to set the stage.
Oh, he's going?
Yeah, he literally jumped.
So we look out there, Skiv's
He
just out
straight
there?
up jumped into the arena. If you guys could move your characters over to a bleacher, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm not going to put a token down. This is going to be a theater of the mind situation, okay? But either way, so the proctor, he kind of walks up and he's like, it's very unorthodox for you to have done that, but choose your weapon.
Can I have like 2 swords?
They will be wooden.
Okay.
Okay. And choose your contestant.
What? Is there like, do I see like other people?
There's 2 people. You're not fighting another member of the audience. There's the knight.
Okay, the big guy
And then the brute.
Ooh.
And he is easily 3 feet taller than the knight.
I'm gonna go with the psycho route and do the big guy.
You're gonna fight the big guy? Okay, I respect it. Okay. So, he is a great deal larger than you. So I want you to choose his weapon as well. He can be bare-fisted. He can have his juggernaut greatsword. He can use a rock.
Rock sounds cool.
Alright, so the juggernaut, as you can see his muscles flexing. He doesn't talk, there's no emotion. Obviously his face is covered up, you don't see anything. And he just kind of like very walks over to the smaller of those 2 rocks, and he grabs it with one hand, and you see it start to lift up a little bit, and he grabs it with the other, and he just puts it under his arm, and then he pulls it in front of him, and he's like, "You say when we begin." And as he grips the rock, you can see that the rock is like little bits of rock are falling off of it. He's gripping it so hard. And then the proctor's like, "This is not for wounds, this is for show. And if you do well enough, you will get rewarded."
Rewards?
Indeed.
Hell yeah. Skiv likes rewards.
Are you ready?
Good luck, Skiv! You got this!
Are you prepared, Skiv?
Yes.
Begin.
Dribble comes out and gets up.
Okay, so immediately
Somebody's on
I'm
board.
gonna spend a hope and summon a humanoid-sized spirit that can move or carry things until my next rest.
Okay.
So my pretty much just make like a duplicate of me almost.
Okay.
And then
So you just like flip
Pretty
into
much.
2, and then the juggernaut's like,
and then I'm gonna try to just like split around him, like
Okay.
flanking.
Perfect. He has one weapon and now 2 enemies. I like it. Alright, so you run around him, and that's your action, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take the stage. And as you run around him from either side, does your duplicate look identical to you?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to see if he can figure out which one's the actual you. Okay, so it feels good. It's a 14. I know it probably doesn't have a check to go through it, but I feel like that's sufficient to see at least. You stood there, and then your duplicate popped off. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to attack your duplicate. Because it's all for show. He doesn't want to accidentally hurt you. But he's going to take his rock, and he's going to lean it above his head, and as the duplicate runs over to his left, he just... And the rock, like almost like a gunshot, just... like, and you see dirt and rock just fling out into the air, and the crowd on the other side's like, whoa! Just like absolutely losing it. And we're gonna see if he was actually able to hit. So I assume the duplicate has your AC or your evasion.
To be fair, it doesn't say. Like,
All right, we're gonna
what
pretend
stats,
like it
but
does.
yeah,
He rolled a 14.
That is my evasion.
All right, cool. So yeah, he takes the rock and he just smashes into it. But I have to assume, because it is just a mirage, essentially, it does not get destroyed, right?
I assume, yeah, because it just
Cool.
says humanoid-sized spirit.
All right, I like it. It's a spirit. So the rock, like a gunshot, just smashes into the ground, explodes outwards, but your spirit like phases through it and then runs around the other side, and everybody in the crowd's like, "Whoa!" And then now it's back to you.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna run up and just start smacking with my swords.
All right, so he's just wail on him. Go ahead, show me what you got.
That is a 23 with fear.
Oh, that'll definitely hit. I won't take a fear.
Okay, what is the damage dice for the sword, the wooden swords?
I just D6.
D6.
Yeah, that's fine. And then you see the proctor kind of like watching you guys, your friend out there, and he's like, "Would you like to go next? You don't have to."
How much is this reward you're talking about getting?
I suppose we'll have to see if your friend earns one, won't we?
Am I proficient with these wooden swords? Like,
Sure,
okay.
yeah, fuck it.
Okay, then,
I'm good.
then I need another die. Hold on.
What is the other knight? What's the knight doing right now? Watching the Juggernaut fight your friend.
No, he's probably picking anything else.
Perfect. He's just standing over there, just with his joust, just picking its nose.
He's in there spinning it.
just doing the balance game.
There's like 4 people over there.
Not watching the actual fight.
That is a 10.
Alright, so yeah, you run up to him and you start smacking the hell out of him from his right flank.
Oh, then for my ability, first strikes, the first time it seemed right, success the attack roll, I double the damage.
Cool.
For that attack.
Alright, so what was your first one? Was it 10 altogether?
10 altogether,
Okay, so 20.
yeah. Yep.
Right, alright, you slam him for 20. So in this particular situation, you did severe damage to him. Okay, they're wooden swords though. So you go up and you smack him, and you can see him flinch up and like hold his side. And he looks over his shoulder, and I'm gonna pull the spotlight back, and then like a shotgun kick, just like it's like his form is standing up, holding his back, and then suddenly he just like leans over and his foot just like slams out.
Donkey.
Yeah, like hard. Like if this hits you, you're gonna slam into something else. That's a nat 20. Alright, so critical hit. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm not even gonna... You know what? Fuck it. I'll roll damage. I don't care. You roll damage. I get to roll damage, right?
But that's not a wooden sword. That shit's just straight.
That's just a foot
Yeah.
straight to the face.
He puts the rock down. He kicks you.
Leans over with the rock.
Okay, so you take 28 damage to your little goblin chest, and you fly backwards and slam into the wooden wall, and you are effectively knocked prone.
Okay.
And then he stands, like, he kicks out, and then he stands up, and he almost robotically turns over to you and just... giving you the opportunity to take your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna have my spirit chase after him and try to like hit him in the ankle, like trip him up.
Okay. We won't actually roll damage for it since
Yeah, just
it's
see if
not a real thing, but
Well, it rolled a 6. Well, I guess plus a 9.
okay. So yeah, it's not that the Juggernaut's too fast; it's that the spirit shares a mind with your own. So as soon as you slammed into the wooden wall and fell limp just for a moment, he kind of tripped up in his step and then swung a little too early, completely missing the Juggernaut. But the Juggernaut is going to continue walking over to you, and he's going to grab you by the chest, and he's going to lift you up for the crowd to see, and he's just going to spin you around, and the whole crowd's like, "Wah!" What are you guys doing in this moment?
I'm gonna hit him with inspirational word.
Oh, okay.
Skiv, he's the best of our mates. So you can beat him, but can you beat his friends who total in 8? And with those words, you can either clear stress, clear a hit point, or you gain a hope. Your choice.
I will...
Watch him die in a game. This was not the plan, guys.
So I'm gonna talk to you call him the
The
prospector?
proctor or the trainer. He's just the guy watching for safety.
He really, kicked my friend there.
Well, yes. Yeah.
Well, you said he wasn't supposed to be hurting nobody.
Well, I mean, it is for show. We do treat your friend afterwards. He will get all bandaged up. He'll get, and honestly, if they get hurt bad enough, they get the reward no matter how well they did. So
The cover up lawsuit.
yeah. So it is for show. It is for a game. And that 3 damage you took, although it hurt like a bitch, none of it's gonna stick. Okay, so you don't walk out of here almost dead. Regardless whether or not they pick you back up and clean you, it's almost like he held back at the last second. But I promise, he's not in any sort of lethal danger.
Oh, okay.
This is for show. I promise.
I just want to make sure. I don't want my friend to come out here all beaten and broken
No,
up.
absolutely not. That is not the point of this. This is for the crowd.
Ah.
Everyone to enjoy what they see. And, to be completely honest, a lot of people think they can do better. So as soon as someone like your friend here gets beat to a bloody pulp, because it looks like what's happening, they jump into the arena, and then the crowd gets even more excited.
So bigger crowd.
Exactly.
It's all for the crowd.
It's all for the crowd. Yes.
Okay.
It's for the festivities. All right. So what do? He's holding you up in the air, just showing you to the crowd. You hear Clinton's song just carry across the wind, and you're like, "I am Skeeve."
I guess I'm just gonna try to attack his arm as he's just hanging.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you just take a couple of quick raps at his arm. See what happens.
That is a crit, thankfully.
Perfect. You're gonna hit his funny bone. But go ahead and roll damage for the sake of doing it.
Funny bone?
Is humorous?
He's next to the humorous.
Okay, I'm also gonna do.
It says it's joke all this time.
I'm gonna mark a stress and do my mark for death. So on a successful weapon attack,
It's perfect.
Brother.
I can target. I can first make a target mark for death. Attacks I make against this have an extra D6 with my ambush ability.
Perfect. All right. Roll it.
Holy shit! I rolled 3 ones. So that's a 3.
Alright, well, it's a crit hit anyways. You swing down, you see in his massive arm, the downside of having massive arms is that you know where the weak
Massive
spots are.
funny
Yeah, massive weaknesses, right? So you take your sword, and as he's holding you up, and you're just looking out about the crowd, you kind of wiggle around, and you take the sword, and you just perfectly turn around and whack the elbow. And as soon as you whack the elbow, his whole arm, not that you would know this, but his whole arm kind of freezes up, and he drops you, and he kind of leans back and goes "Oh, my funny bone." He just kind of rocks back and forth. And then the trainer comes out, and he's like, all right, crowd, how did our little friend here do? And the whole crowd's like, yes! And then you hear skid. The whole crowd is skid. And then the proctor looks at you, he's like, you did a good job. I'm genuinely surprised you stood up after that kick. Well, you didn't really stand up, but you landed on your feet. And that is a hell of a thing. You've got a tough cookie here. And then he's going to take a single coin. And he's going to, from his thumb, he's going to flick it over. It's going to land in your hand. And he calls it, it's a token of the games. You keep that on you, and perhaps you'll have better luck with the other festivities that will take place throughout your evening. I would give the two of you some, but I recommend joining in the fun in other places that allow it, if you wish also to receive such things. But your friend here, tough cookie. Take care of him.
So if I get in there, I can get one of those tokens?
You sure can.
I do like tokens.
Sounds like those.
Alright. I'll get in there.
All right. Do you want to do this like quick or just do a couple rolls and just kind of see how it goes?
Sure, let's just do a couple rolls. Yeah.
Or the other one was actually combat. I said quick, couple rolls. Or do you want to like?
Duke it out?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Yeah.
This is your game. I'm just helping you tell the story.
Let's just duke it out.
All right. We're duking it out.
Duking it out.
All right. So, what is your weapon of choice?
I am not gonna choose a weapon.
Okay. So you choose bare fist. Who is your competitor of choice?
I am gonna choose the knife.
Okay. Oh, you've chosen Vaughn. Well, strap in. Buckle up. This is going to be quite the show.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so Vaughn, he will keep his weapon.
Ah.
You can see his jousting stick is long, gleams 10 feet almost. And he's got a small shield on his left hand. And then he just walks up into the center of the ring. Well, not the center, kind of off center. And he takes his 10-foot lance and he just draws a giant circle in the ground. Join me in the arena.
The arena's just a circle?
It's the way I play. You would think this 10-foot pole would be too much for such a small place, but not for me. Or we can have a doorway. The entire arena is yours to use, after all.
What do you do the circle? So is it you get pushed out of the circle, or?
Indeed.
Okay.
When you're ready, please take the first swing. And he kind of hunches down, raises his shield, and he notches his lance in like a little tiny divot at the edge of his shield.
Okay. Yeah. At this point in time, I'm going to mark a stress. That's
Too late. Too late.
too late. Mark a stress. And I'm gonna turn into a bear.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Hell yeah.
Well, if we were doing the whole arena, I was gonna do like cheetah, lion, panther, but you know.
Yeah, it sounds like he signed his own death. I like it. All right, so before your very eyes, something that you've probably witnessed before, maybe not specifically a bear, but definitely a wild shape. Skip, before your very eyes, you see this man, Asha. He's just standing there very confidently, and you can see the knight just drawing the circle, and they're having some sort of conversation. And then you see Asha kind of like hunch over just a little bit. And then what does it look like when you transform?
So, you more or less see I like bend over a little bit, and then I just start like getting a little bit bigger, and then like kind of just in like a split second, it's just like a full raging bear, and I stand up like on my hind legs, just
Like 10, 11 feet tall. All right,
Yeah.
so take the first move.
That's my friend.
If you can increase the friend
That's one of
count
my
to 9.
8 friends.
Got 9 friends now. This guy's name is Born Killer. Let's see. I'm just gonna run up and try and like hit him out of the circle.
Cool. Yeah. So you just kind of like a push, more or
Yeah.
less. Cool.
I
Run
don't
it.
really know how the rolls work being an animal. Oh, I guess it's just melee strength. Yeah. When I use weapons. So. Alright. That would be.
Okay. That is not enough to affect him.
I figured.
So you come in for a giant bear push, and he lifts his shield up at your first paw that would have made contact, and he just like deflects it off, and it kind of knocks into your other paw. You kind of go a little wide, but not outside of the ring, and then he's going to counterattack.
Okay.
With his blunted lance, he's going to jab. As you're kind of like walking off to the side, having lost your balance, he's going to jab at your feet to try to trip you so that you fall out of the circle, but he only rolled a 10.
Not good.
Alright, so he goes for the jab against your foot just to trip you up, but either he misses it or you kind of recollect your faculties right before it strikes and you move out of the way.
Can I try to, like, break the lance or, like, knock the lance out if
Sure.
the lance can't be broken?
Yeah.
Blunted lance.
Oh, that was bad. 13.
That is not enough.
Figured as much.
So you go in for a swing on his lance, and he lets you hit it, but loosens his grip at the last second. So you hit it, and it twists towards the ground, and then he like shunts it out of the way, grabs the other side, throws it out, grabs the hilt, and then goes in for like a over the head like smack down on the top of your head to try to knock you out. That's an 8. He goes in for it, but you just like pull your head out of the way, and it smashes into the dirt, and he just looks over sideways. And at this moment, give me a sense roll since you succeeded your last one.
$17.
17. Okay. At this moment, just barely, you can peek through the little like rectangular slits in his eyes, and you see nothing. And then as his face turns and he looks back at you, you see eyes again. And then take your turn.
Okay. So he like is over. He's like looking at me. I'm gonna try and just like rush him and just like boom, like.
Cool. Yeah. So he kind of he's slammed down. He's in a crouched position, and he's looking over his shoulder at you. This is your opportunity to push him out. Run it.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 17.
That's enough. You hit him. All right. So for the sake of brevity, we're gonna say you catch the vision, or not the vision. You see what you see, and then he like turns away briefly, and then like almost blinks, and his eyes appear again in the sunlight. And then you just kind of like confused, but at the same time still in the fight, push him, and he tries to roll out of the way, but you end up pushing him. So he's already got the momentum, and you push him out, and he rolls out of the ring, and he stands up, dusts himself off, and he looks at the ground and sees that he's an inch outside of the ring, and he takes the lance and he puts it in the ground. And he's like, "Well done!" And then the whole crowd just freaks out again. And then the proctor, the trainer, he comes up and he's like, "That was magnificent! Well done! You have extraordinary moves." He's kind of like leaning back though, forgetting that he's talking to an animal.
Yeah.
He takes the coin. He's like, "Can you catch this?" And he just flicks it up.
At that point in time, I'll whoop, like just like back into my elf self.
Perfect.
And catch the coin and said, I can talk and all that stuff when I'm in animal form. So yeah.
Oh.
I fully understood you.
I've seen tricks like that before, but I've never seen it in quite this location. Well done. Do you think your friend would like to join?
You get too much to drink?
I had just enough to drink
Alright.
to give it a go.
All right.
See if you do it.
Okay. And some of the other people are in the crowd, and they're like, "No, pick me!" And then he kind of looks at them, and he's like, "Got like a package deal going on here, yeah? All right, yes, no, you're first." And the other guys are like, "Fuck, dude, it's my turn!" And he kind of like stomps off and walks up and sits down on the bleacher. Sir, weapon of choice.
I do the wooden sword.
Wooden sword, the long sword, the short sword, or the broad sword, or the colossus.
I'll do
Wooden
the
sword.
short sword since I'm
Short
tiny.
sword. Would you like a shield as well?
Nah.
All right, short sword it is. And which contestant would you like to face, good sir?
Reach in my bag. Grab 3 more pills.
Oh, you're a big one.
The Colossus, well, sir, I saw your friend with the wooden short sword, and he did well enough. I suspect you are far more capable. And then he
You got this,
ushers
dude. You're good. You're good.
he ushers you outside of the ring and back up into the sitting next to Skiv, giving you guys the opportunity to have a conversation if you so want to.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Skiv, during that, I saw something a little weird. Alright?
What did you see?
So when he tried to hit me, like, over the head, and he, like, looked at me the first time, there was, like, nothing inside. He has a helmet on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was nothing in his helmet. It was just blank. And then he, like, turned away for, like, half a second, came back, and then there was eyes there. But the first time he looked at me, there was not a face in there.
Are you insane?
No, I'd say you're insane, but I bet you believe me. So
I could see it happening.
it's just a little weird.
Steve has not experienced this before, but yeah, if they can make a giant wheel that cool, sure they can make somebody like that.
All right.
This was a waste of time. Alright, and then the guy talks to you. He's like, "And which weapon would you like the Juggernaut to wield?"
Dealer's choice.
That is a bad choice, friend.
I know.
All right. Well done. Let's see. Juggernaut, what would you like? And then he just holds out one hand like this and one hand like this and just slams them together. And then he like lowers his arms and he looks at you and he's like, "Well, without further ado, I guess you're up." And then he like steps back to the edge of the cage, or not cage, the arena. And then you're sitting there. Juggernaut's standing there. Juggernaut is waiting for you to make a move.
I will take the sword, flip it on his head, and I'll throw it at him. As it's in the air, I'm pulling my mandolin and go lullaby and good night. And I'm gonna cast slumber.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
How does slumber work in Daggerheart?
It says make a spellcast roll against the target within very close range. On a success, they are asleep until they take damage, or the GM spends a fear on their turn to put it together.
Oh, okay. Is that literally forever if I don't want to use the fear?
Yeah.
He dies. Roll good.
14 with hope.
That just misses.
Now I have
So,
the sword.
yeah, you take the sword, you flip it up very, very charismatically. And you like twirl it and then just throw it. And then Juggernaut like kind of like is just standing there for a second and he's very slow to move. But just as you start like, strumming the mandolin and you see the magic take shape over the sword, his head just kind of jerks out of the way and it just like flies and hits some other dude at the other side of the crowd. He's like, just falls asleep right there, and then the Juggernaut looks over his shoulder and just
You're supposed to be asleep right now.
14 to hit.
That will hit.
That's only gonna be 11 damage.
Only minor damage.
Yeah, so he's gonna like sprint up to you and then just with like one hell of a right hook just smash you in the face.
I didn't really feel it.
And then giving you your turn.
Right. Didn't like that. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again, but... Okay, let's do it. As I get hit, the mandolin... I do the same thing. Trying to get him to sleep. Yeah, that's worse. That's worse. It doesn't work. It's 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 with them.
Alright, that does not get you. So you go for it again, but you can tell that he's in just some sort of blind rage. And he's going to grab both sides of your torso and he's going to lift you up and then you kind of like are like looking behind you, looking around you, and you see behind you there's several barrels that are stacked. And he's gonna take you, and he's gonna like toss you up just a little bit, grab your feet, and just slam you right into the barrels. Nat 1. So he goes in for the slam, but his grip like loosens, or you wiggle out, and he accidentally lets go of you up here, and you just kind of like do a little flip and land nimbly on top of the barrel.
He successfully does it, but I catch the top of the barrel with tips. But I right myself, and it goes like doo, and I land on top.
Yeah, and he just like smashes you or tries to, and then like looks up, and you can see behind his mask, his eyes are like wide and in surprise at your ability to survive that attack. And then he kind of like staggers back just a little bit, noticing how nimble you are, giving you the opportunity to do what you want.
Okay, we're gonna hit him hard.
I love theater of the mind combat.
Yeah.
It hits different. It
I'm
really
gonna
does.
use 3 hope.
Oh,
Send
better.
out arcane barrage.
Okay.
So I was like, well, he's not going to sleep, so I strum a chord. And some magic comes out the top of my mandolin, flies towards him, hits him in the chest.
What does it look like?
It looks like, literally like musical notes in form, and they all morph together into a fist that come right to his face.
Okay.
So everybody's like, "Ooh, that's really good music," and then it gets hit with, I said 3, so 3d6. Damage. 10 points of damage magically.
All right, so that's a minor. What's the second one? Major. That's a major wound. As soon as he kind of stumbles back a little bit, and then you strum the chord and the magic notes, he kind of like watches the notes all kind of like fly up, coalesce, and just slam him in the face. And his whole mask shifts ever so slightly to the right. And as he's falling down, give me a sense roll.
Good 19.
Cool, good enough. Oh, with hope, yeah, take your hope. With these, when I ask you guys for the sense roll specifically, because obviously something's going on, always take your hope or I'll take the fear. Alright. So as his mask shifts ever so slightly, you can see like blood rage eyes. And then you can also see that as he's on his way down, because he's going to fall prone from this, he instead of saving himself from hitting the ground, he spends more energy flicking the mask back over, and it just goes, and he just hits the ground and then rolls away. And then the proctor's like, "And that's game! That's game! Well done! Absolutely well done! Well done!" And then the whole crowd just freaks out. And then he takes the coin, he's like, "You deserve this!" And he flicks it to you. "Token for the games. Alright, that's the 3 of you. You've defeated my bruiser and a very wispy fellow, very quick. It doesn't matter. You've done well. Please, it's time for someone else to try." And then somebody else is like, "Ooh, me! And he's like, "You, sir, come on down." And he jumps in the ring and trips over a rock, and oh, I'm excited. And then just kind of, they go off and do their thing.
Can you give me an explanation of what happened to that guy?
Yeah.
And then we'll leave.
Sure. So, I mean, it's pretty basic combat. You can tell that this particular fellow was just a citizen of Ada. Nothing particularly important. By the way, I'm adding Ada to the map. So, good job. But anyways, it's just a citizen, and he's given, he takes, a spear and a shield, and he just, runs up, and he's like, "I want the big guy, because that guy could do it, so can I." And then he just walks up, and then the same move where he, tosses the dude up in his legs, the Colossus guy, the Juggernaut, he just does that, smashes him on the ground, the dude's just like, "Oh! Ah!" and he's like, "I'm dead! I'm dead!" And Sprocket comes out and he kind of slaps him. He's like, "You okay?" He's like, I'm good. Get me out of here." And it's just they drag him off. There's some medics on the side who take care of him, prop him back up, and he's just sitting in the crowd just embarrassed at how fast the combat was. And then the 2 of them get back at arms, and it is expert level combat. I mean, they clearly dumbed themselves down to fight you guys, but when you see the 2 of them going at it, it is incredible.
I can take him.
I can totally. Alright, well, where do we want to go now? Let me see the map, sire.
Indubitably. Wish I didn't do that every time.
And I'm gonna lean over to my roommate Clint here.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up, ass?
did you you? I hate you so much. I don't know why we live together. You know what? Maybe I don't want to tell you something. But hey, fuck. Did you see anything weird when you were fighting a guy?
Other than he's weak as fuck. Like, he had like red eyes. Pretty telling. But he seemed to be very wary about showing his face. When I hit him with that fucking
Yeah, we did musical fizz.
yeah, with
Yeah, it was pretty nice. I do like that.
yeah.
I want to retcon something real quick that you saw. You didn't see red eyes. You saw, like, decayed flesh.
I saw decayed flesh.
Got it.
And he must have been embarrassed about it, but as he was falling down, he fixed his helmet and fell down.
It's just a mask.
Mask. He must be really self-conscious about his ugly ass face.
Skip has no idea what's going on. You
Yeah.
missed all of these sense rolls.
Yeah. I
He's
just
over there
know
just talking with his friends.
armor guy had nothing for a second from what you told me.
Alright, where do you guys want to go next?
Yeah. Maybe we should just leave, huh?
We kind of whooped their ass, and then it was like, all right, that was fun. What about the Oracle? Skip, what do you think about the
Oracle
Oracle?
of the Crystal Sphere.
Oracle. That's a cool word.
Yeah.
Alright,
Dribbles likes Oracle.
Do you think there's a coin to get from the wheel?
You might be cooking.
Not with me.
The wheel is shaped like coin.
Can we go back to the wheel first and talk to old Pim?
yes. All right. So you guys travel back to the wheel. You can see some of the crowd has waned and gone in other locations. But at this point, as you guys are kind of talking about what to see, you see that one dude who just got his shit kicked in the arena. He's just standing in line, he's like, just looking at people, and they're like, "Are you okay, dude?" He's like, "Fuck off, dude." Like just being passive aggressive. But you guys, you get back in line, or rather, you probably just
Yeah, we
go
spoke to
around,
Pim.
talk to old Pim.
That's hey, old Pim. Do you have coins for this ride? Like, we just won coins from like the Champions Arena.
No, this is simply for the enjoyment. If you partake,
Oh.
not all of the attractions here give, memorabilia, coins, things of that nature. The Wheel of Wonder is simply for you to view the entirety of the carnival, and honestly, if I'm being frank, get interested in the things that you see at the top. It's advertising, essentially.
Got it.
Yeah. So no coins here, but if you're looking for suggestions on where to go next, where did you just come from?
we just went to the Champions Arena.
Oh,
We whooped all their asses.
Oh, that's surprising. They're very well bred for such things, which
Yeah.
I assume that means you are as well. Well done. Would you like suggestions on where to go next?
Yeah.
Well, I personally am a huge fan of the Mirror Maze, but I also quite enjoy the Master of Games. I for one, enjoy darts and, knocking cans over and things like that. And the prizes are, well, you're all men, but there's stuff there for a lady back home, things of that nature. So I would recommend either the Mirror Maze or the Master of Games, personally. Both of which offer coins.
I like coins.
Indeed, yes. So,
We like coins. So what are the games? Games Skiv or mirrors or
Skip
Oracle?
no like mirror.
Don't like mirrors?
No.
Don't like seeing yourself?
you really should go.
Mirror scary.
But you have your friends, yes?
Yeah.
Friends? I think you said you just met them.
There's
right?
8 of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I do recommend the mirrors, but it's not for all. So perhaps maybe just the two of you, and you could, you can go on the Ferris wheel again.
The wheel? A coin. A small wheel.
You could have a lot of them.
You could have a lot.
Let's go to the game.
Let's go to the game.
Get a coin. Get a coin from the games.
Okay, absolutely, yeah. So if you just head up north, just this path here, it'll take you straight to the booth. There's also food there, so if you are hungry, you wish to indulge in food. Okay,
Yes.
sorry. And then he goes back to the line and says, all right, come. But yes, if you need any more suggestions, just let me know. And he pushes some more people into the ride, and the wheel starts to spin. So, Master of Games? Okay, so we are going to take a quick break. I gotta pee really bad. But we're gonna take a quick break. So when we come back, though, we'll pick up in the Master of Games. All right.
Cool.
All right, welcome back from our break. I'm not gonna give you guys a recap. You guys saw it 10 seconds ago. All right, so you guys decided to move on to the Master of Games location of the carnival. When you guys get here, let me switch my notes over real quick. Should have done that already.
The merry-go-round, which is the Ferris wheel that's on the ground.
Indeed.
Sideways wheel.
All right, so as soon as you guys come up, you can see that the lines here aren't nearly as long because the stalls are small comparative to some of the other attractions that are here. But you see darts against little blown up balloons. You can see a ring toss game. You see a like knock the can over game, just like everybody's kind of been talking about. You see a stall full of a bunch of kind of like awards. They're scant compared to a larger carnival of sorts, but there's stuffed animals. There's like little porcelain dolls. There's like Jack in the Box. Just things of that nature. And then you also see a pile of token of the games that are up for as a reward as well. And then you hear there's strings of lanterns covering the whole place. It's not quite dark yet, but they do add kind of a comfortable illumination to the atmosphere. And you see a guy. He's dressed very similarly to Mordaiin, the ring master of this carnival. But he's very obviously not Mordaiin. And around this particular guy's neck, he's got a very nice overcoat, just like Mordaiin. He's got a top hat. It almost kind of looks like he's trying to like copy the guy, trying to get him good with him. But around his neck, you see a very well-designed kind of silver chain, and off of that chain hangs a little bell. And whenever you see, like as you're walking up, you see some guy just very very delicately eyeing a dart, and he throws and he pops the smallest balloon, and his little group of friends like, yeah, dude, hell yeah, sweet. And then the game master, he takes the bell and just ding, we've got a winner, everyone gather around, pick your reward, pick your prize. And everybody's very excitedly going to and fro, but it's just him covering the 3 booths. So kind of a line of people gather for the rewards, and then he goes to another booth real quick, has them try, and then he gives them the rewards. And it's just to and fro, lots of action, even though there's not a whole lot of people here. Which line are you guys standing in? All right, ring toss, the dart throwing, or the can throw?
Darts?
That's what I was thinking. Darts.
Perfect. All right, so darts. You guys walk up to the blue stall, and there's like 2 or 3 people in front of you. They're all kind of shit shots. They're not really hitting anything. You can see just by paying attention, there's a little bit of rigging going on. Maybe the balloons are a little thicker, the darts are a little blunt. So some of them you see like hit like not directly on, but off to the side and kind of glances off and hits the board behind it. Pretty typical. Not that you've experienced a carnival before, but pretty typical in like a gambling sort of situation. And it is now your turn to throw darts. Which of you would like to go first?
Skid will throw darts.
All right, and then the game master, he walks up. Little boy, come on, come all, throw darts, enjoy the rewards if you can get them. Tell me,
rewards.
Have you thrown darts before?
I've thrown things, not darts per se.
Are you a sharp eye?
It's like kind of different a bit. Yeah.
I like what I see, kid. All right.
Directions at the same time.
Here's the thing. Free of charge, but one time only. You get 3 darts, If you pop 3 balloons with those 3 darts, you get yourself a reward. If you don't, that's okay. Get to the back of the line, and we'll talk about something for the next time. Not everything's free, you know?
Don't worry.
But, here's your 3 darts. Take your time. Take it slow. Pop those balloons.
I'm just pick up the first dart and just immediately throw it as fast as I
Alright,
can.
roll it. See what happens.
Is this like a finesse or
Yeah.
anything? Okay. That is a 9.
Okay, so you pick up the first dart, and you just wing it. And it just like, it hits a balloon kind of off to the side and just sticks. Ah! You know what? Just for you, first time, I can tell you got a little thing going on there. You pop 2 balloons, you get a reward.
Ooh. Shit. Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Take it slow.
That was an 18.
All right, yeah. So you you kind of like take an extra second. You wait till your eyes stop going uncrossed, and then you take it and they just right to the center of a blue one. Just explodes and everybody runs like.
Yes, yes.
What's that? He's like, well, 50-50. If you get this one, you get yourself a reward.
Hell yeah. Come on, Screak. That is a 5.
So you like throw it, and maybe there was something wrong with this dart. It's the rigging of the game, right? Maybe one of the fins was just ripped and pulled off to the side a little bit. As you throw it, it has this like beautiful spin, and it looks great at first, but then it kind of catches the wind and it just like hits the side and hits the ground. It's like, well, that's the name of the game. But would one of you guys like to go?
Oh, of course. Let me show you this thing.
All right.
Great.
I gave him the rules of 2 out of 3. I'll give you the same. I'm a fair man.
All right.
I grab all 3 darts and I throw them at the same.
I throw all 3? Okay. I'm going to say roll finesse with disadvantage, but it's for all 3, so we'll see what happens.
And take away a d6.
Yep.
So that will be 17.
Oh, shit. Alright, so you just come up, just kind of a little woozy, you grab them, and just all 3, and they just, they kind of like clump together and almost like hit each other in midair, but then they all spread and slam into 3 balloons. And then the whole crowd's like, holy shit, wow! And they start clapping for you. You, sir, just earned yourself a reward. I'm gonna have you step over to the reward booth, and we'll get you taken care of in just a moment.
I walk in a different direction.
And you, sir, will you be throwing darts this day?
You know it.
Hell yes, I love a good gambler. All right, put your money where your mouth is. Here's your 3 darts, 2 out of 3.
All right. All right, Clint, you ready to watch this? And I
I
stare
got eyes
Clint.
on you.
I stare Clint in the eyes, and I chuck one of the darts.
All right, that's disadvantage.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I'm chilling. Oh, so I'm down the head.
Get a cat in the alley.
Yeah. All right. 10.
10? Hey, that's the check number.
Boom. Nailed
All
the
right,
first one.
yeah. So you turn, you look at him just dead in the eyes, and just toss it, and just pops a balloon. Everybody, wow, that was good. That's 1 out of 3. Let's see if you can get another one.
All right. This time I'll pick up both darts and I'll throw them both at the same time.
All right. Yeah, it's still disadvantage. It makes sense.
I figured as much. Bless you.
That's it.
Well, that one definitely was hit. Alright. Yeah, 9, 11, 6.
6. All right, yeah. You take the other 2 and you toss them at the same time, and they split, and they just like perfectly, like they look like they're both going towards the same balloon, and then they kind of like wave out a little bit, and, just, and it's like well,
Almost. Nah.
1 out of 3. That's okay. We've got other games for you to test your capabilities.
You got it.
Welcome to the carnival. Now I'm gonna go deal with your friend. Everybody else in line, please wait your turn. And he's gonna walk over to you, sitting next to the reward stall. Good sir, would you like a stuffed animal, porcelain doll, a jack-in-the-box, or a token of the games.
Guess I'll take a token.
And he grabs one and he like rolls it through his fingers. Here you go, sir.
Thanks.
One reward for all, I apologize. But you got it. You can play other games, but there are no rewards in it for you, sir.
Alright.
Alright, and then he walks back and he has some other people throwing darts. Do you guys stand in a different...
Bless you.
Jeez.
Alright.
Alright.
Stupid.
Next game.
Alright, you got the ring toss, which is fundamentally the same as the dart throw, except for you're trying to throw it onto little bear...
The ring toss is throwing wheels.
Yep.
Do the ring toss.
Alright, and then you've got the can throw, and then now that you've kind of like investigated the particular area, you also see to the left of the red stall is a test your might machine where you take the mallet and slam it on top.
Alright.
So he's for ring toss.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring toss.
I'm good for ring toss. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys both line up for ring toss. He goes through a few customers and, gentlemen, you again. Hey, it's good to see ya. Alright, so, you guys know the rules of the game. Best 2 out of 3. Can you do it?
Of course.
Which 2 of you is going to go first?
2 of us?
Which of the 2 of you
Oh.
will go first?
Skave, I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, and he goes over to a machine that's clearly holding the rings. They're not just scattered all over the place. And he goes over and he pulls the lever 3 times. And 3 rings pop out, one of which is gold. Fake gold. Painted yellow. A little glittery. But he says, ooh, you've got the golden ring. If you make this one and this one only is the only one that matters. The other 2 out of 3, you still get it. But if you get the gold ring, you get 2 rewards. Can you handle that stress?
He's
I
going.
thought he was going first.
I was getting the rings. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Please, the gold ring. It's worth 2 rewards.
Okay.
You could, if you get all 3, get 3 rewards.
Alright.
Oh shit, I saw my guy.
$19.
For just 1?
Yeah, the gold ring.
Alright, so you take the gold ring, and this one's a little smaller, naturally, rigged. You take the gold ring, and you can see that the game master kind of stands back and smirks just a little bit. And you just kind of look at him, and you just take it and just flick it out. And it just like bounces off like 5, and he's like, and it just right around one of the jugs, and he's like, wow! I have never seen somebody make the gold ring. That is 2 prizes for you, sir. Well done. Now, if you can make the other 2 rings, a little bit easier, get yourself a 3rd prize.
Alright.
Step right up, go again.
Sounds good. So I'll take 1 ring, and not both of them, because I fucked up the last time. 1 ring. That's gonna be 20.
That'll make it. So you throw it out again. This one bounces off like 1 or 2, and then very cleanly lands. It's like, my goodness, you are a very capable young man. Continue.
Alright.
And you can see sense check.
Sense check.
For him.
19. 21.
15.
21.
21? Okay. So as he throws it out, and it almost in slow motion is banging between some of the jugs, you just happen to look up at the game master, and he's sitting there holding his bell, and he's just saying to himself over and over again, everyone's a winner, everyone's a winner, everyone's a winner, everyone's a winner, everyone's a winner. Just like at a very rapid pace under his breath. And now you kind of assume he's been saying this. But as soon as it bounces and lands on it, it's like, wow, that's 3 for 3, sir. You get 3 rewards, 3 prizes. Absolutely fantastic. Please stand over next to the reward tent. Little man, are you ready to go?
I am indeed ready to go.
Please. And then he goes over to the machine, hits it 3 times. The first one that comes out is a gold ring, and he looks at it. His eyes are bewildered. He's like, another gold ring. Absolutely amazing. And he places it in front of you, and then 2 more regular ones come out. Again, if you make the gold ring, you get 2 prizes. Not 1, not 0, 2.
Okay. I want to throw the golden ring. That is a crit.
And then,
So many prizes!
alright, where are you?
I found the only chair in the area, and
Okay, and you're over by the reward tent, so far enough away to not see this.
Well, I probably would stand there with him while he's going.
Okay. Give me a sense check.
Skid! Skid. I don't roll with anything, just 2 dice, right?
Yep.
Okay. That'd be a 10 with fear.
Okay, so yeah, you're not. You don't see. You're just as bewildered as this man who won a second gold ring, which you would assume is rare, but in this moment it's not. And two, the fact that Scave of all people made it easily. In fact, I would say yours bounced a bunch and then landed on something. His just landed right on one, perfectly.
Whale.
And then he's just the game master's like, absolutely amazing. You, sir, are a very capable young man, but you've got 2 more. Can you make it 3 rewards?
Of course I can.
Has to do with the wheel.
19.
Experience. Wheel.
All right, one of them flops right on. He's like, sir, you've got 1 more opportunity. If you can make this, you get yourself 3 rewards.
13.
And it goes on. Just plops right down. He's like, this, the gods have blessed the 2 of you with such dexterous aiming arms. The 2 of you get 3 rewards each. Please make your way to the rewards tent, and I will deal with you in just a moment.
Right.
And then he goes back, goes with a couple more people, goes up to the rewards tent. 3 rewards for both of you. Who's going first?
What are all the awards? Rewards?
You got teddy bears, porcelain dolls, Jack in the Box, and then the pile of coins.
I say we get something different. Obviously, we're going to get 2 of the same things, but that we should choose something different on the last choice. So, obviously, want a coin.
Coin.
Yeah, coin, of course.
All right, he picks them up, rolls them through his fingers, seemingly ambidextrous, and he hands them both to you, very showman-wise.
Cool.
2 more rewards for each, and if you intended on more coins, I apologize, but I cannot give you more than 1.
All right.
Okay. I'll take a Jack in the Box.
Puts it up, gives it a crang.
What the?
All right. I'll get the teddy bear.
And he hands it to you, and it squeezes it. It's just really fluffy, nothing happens, but he hands it to you. Excellent choices. 1 reward each.
So, what is that, porcelain doll?
And a Jack in the Box. I know, there's not much to pick from. I apologize.
No, it's good. It's good. Do you want the porcelain doll?
Yeah, I'll take the dog.
But I'll get a jacket.
And then he hands him out. And he hands you the porcelain doll, and it's kind of creepy. It's a porcelain doll, but based off of your sense roll, actually, go ahead and give me another one.
Because he crit.
Jesus.
All right. So, as he hands you this porcelain doll, the doll itself doesn't, aside from just the general creepiness of porcelain dolls, you kind of take it and you like shift to put it towards your pack on your side, and then you see the Jack in the Box, and the lid of the Jack in the Box is cracked ever so slightly just from the last time that he wound it up and it came out. And as you look in, you see eyes just, and then they kind of like look away, and then the box closes.
Skin must be tweaking.
Gentlemen, it was a wonder to have you here. You can, again, play the games for free. But no prizes can be offered.
Alright.
Would you like a suggestion on where to go next?
Oh, for sure.
Well, well, hold on. Let me see. And he pulls out his map. Well, the acrobats of the night, amazing. Undeniably, one of the most beautiful, serene things you could lay your eyes upon. And the pyromance of the Eternal Flame, pretty much the same, but with fire. And less acrobats. So 2 wonderful shows, very invigorating, not really a way to get involved, but still, it'll feed the mind. those are my recommendations.
All right.
But without further ado, I myself must return to the customers. And he just kind of like slinks back and almost like phases through the crowd. Not in a creepy, well, in a creepy way, but not in a like magical way. He just kind of like walks backwards and then turns and then very robotic man. Very interesting.
So, pyromancers, Clint, pyromancers, or the acrobats. That's what he recommended. I like fire, personally.
Cool.
Fire.
Skip likes fire.
Skip likes fire and wheels. Maybe there's a wheel of fire.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
I like Skip.
All right.
To the pyromancer.
You guys go to the tent of the pyromancer.
The oracle's right behind it. You hit up the oracle. Spider.
Alright, so when you guys walk into this particular tent, unlike the rest of the carnival, it's very quiet in here. You see people displaced all about the room, all in the bleachers. It's quite full, but everybody's very hushed. At least compared to the noises outside the tent. And it's almost kind of odd that none of the noises from outside of the tent are permeating the barrier. But at the same time, like, you're kind of just getting comfortable, kind of looking forward to whatever it is that is coming next. So you get comfortable in your chairs, and the fire in the room, it's well lit at first, but the fire in the room dims heavily. And the whole crowd, you hear little murmurs every now and again. But everybody, for the most part, is respectfully quiet. And then, out of the far corner of this round tent, if there was a corner, a flap opens up, and a very beautiful, very elegant, but definitely aged, and not like old lady, but definitely, like late 30s, perhaps maybe mid 40s at the most. Very experienced in the way she walks and her just general features. And you can see around her neck she's carrying a very ornate golden chain with a crystal in the middle of her chest, and the crystal itself appears to be on fire, though she's not recoiling from any sort of heat. And she stands in the center of the room, and then the lights go almost completely out. And then she like pulls her arms over to the side, and as soon as she raises her hand above her head, she just does this, and all the flames just around all sides. And then from her sleeve, she pulls out these like juggling sticks, and then she twirls around next to each one of the sconces very, very vibrantly, very energetically, and she ignites these juggling sticks with them, and then she starts twirling them in her arms and around her head and behind her back, and she starts throwing them up into the sky, and you can see that they like barely graze the top of the tent, and then she like turns her back with her eyes covered, and she just takes her hand out and grabs the twirling stick again, and then rotates it over her hand. And then you can see that like these weird black fabric lines, as she's spinning, you can see that she's like wrapping them around, and then she throws the juggling sticks out and then does a twirl, and there's just all around in all areas. And if you're sitting in the front row, these torches go within a foot of your face, and then she pulls them back in, and then they like twist back around her arms. And then she just instantly like pulls her arms down, and they extinguish. And then she goes over to each one of the flames and takes her hand, and she just covers it, and the flame goes out. And then she goes to the next, the flame out again, all the way around until she's next to the last flame. And you can see with this flame, she takes her hand and she cups underneath it, and she lifts the flame out, and you see embers inside of the sconce, but you see no burning material in her hand. So she's holding the flame, and she just takes a piece of it, like a wispy hair of flame, and she just throws it out, and it hits one of the sconces, which back up, and then she takes them again and just throws them all out, and all 8 of them are lit again. And she goes back to the center of the circle, claps her hands, and she points a finger in all directions, and she leans her hands up, and the flame follows and trails up with her, and then they all coalesce in the center of the room. They all coalesce in the center of the room, leaving... It's almost like the sconces are dead, and all of the flame from them has coagulated and right above her head, and she takes it and she pulls it down onto herself, mystically. And this ball of fire literally just coats, and you assume, screaming, you assume she's burning herself to death from head to toe, slowly. But as it goes down over her body, her face is the first thing that comes out. Her hair is younger. It's golden in nature. Further down, and you see her face is not aged any longer. And then she takes it, and just with her head out, she just goes like this, and the whole thing just smashes into the ground. The whole floor just back up around, and they all land in the sconces again. And in the center of the room is this beautiful 20-something pyromancer woman just standing before you, and the whole crowd just loses it. As she's glancing around the crowd at all the gleeful faces, everybody roll me a sense.
9 with hope.
19 with hope.
Alright, so take your hopes, all 3 of you. The 2 of you, at some point, and it was all very awe-inspiring, but when she pulled the flaming orb over her body and transformed herself into a younger woman, what everybody else saw was a beautiful young woman. But as her head poked out, you see like hair, like black, burnt hair kind of like flowing behind her up. And you see sunken eyes and red coals. And out of her mouth, you see just a little flame go out. And then you blink, and then it's just the beautiful woman again as she blows the fire up across the floor and back into the sconces themselves. And then she like does a very elegant bow, and then starts to walk off stage. And the whole performance felt very quick because it was so easy to be captivated by it, but probably a good 20-25 minutes has gone by. And then you guys are kind of ushered out of the tent. Just having the experience of that.
Well, that was pretty nice.
That was kind of sick.
Yeah. She went from like old to young. That was kind of crazy. But
It was kind of creepy when she was like super dark and demented looking for a split second.
That was crazy. But
what do you mean?
it was like a fire.
Like,
hit woman.
yeah, pretty much exactly what you just said. But
She
she
just
had,
went from like mid 30s to like early 20s.
yeah, she went from like mid 30s to like 80s real quick, and then like back to like 20.
Sure didn't see it. Even I saw it. You can touch my stash.
No?
Start counting
Maybe
my
it's because you're
toes.
touching your stash. Maybe he's touching your
There's
stash.
still like 400. You're good.
It still counts. Talked about this. You don't touch my shit.
I would look at Clint and be like, this guy's kind of crazy.
Wait, who's crazy? Alright, short and sweet, but the pyromancer of the internal flame.
Fast and hot.
All right.
Oracle's right there. You know, you want to go into the
Yeah. Let's go to the Oracle.
Hit the Oracle.
I like to go ahead of it.
So a lot of these guys have like cool necklaces with bells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed everyone has a really nice necklace.
Yeah. The one guy at the games is kind of tweaking though. He just kept repeating, "Everybody's a winner."
I didn't see that.
It's kind of a tweaker. Maybe he has other friends too.
Maybe he has a lot of friends like you, Skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Tim have a necklace?
What?
Remember.
Did Tim have a necklace?
No. In fact, the only two that you've seen that have necklaces are the pyromancer of the internal flame and the master of games.
It's crazy.
Indeed.
Yeah. Because I had the guy, when I was fighting the knight, he wasn't, when he tried to hit me, like, he wasn't there. There was nobody in that helmet. It was empty when I was fighting him. And then, like, I blinked, and then he had eyes. But he did not originally have eyes. Then you said the guy had, like, became flesh. You'd be, like, knocking his mask off, and you're so worried about his...
As we're having this conversation, I'll put the Jack in the Box and like knock on it, trying to like talk to the
Okay.
box because I saw the eyes.
Yeah, give me a perceive check.
Obviously, his name's Jack.
Receive. It's an 8.
Yeah, so
said
you're
the
twisting it,
ringmaster was tweaking.
play it, let
Yeah,
it pop
you
out,
guys
scare
said the
yourself.
pyromancer,
But
yeah, those are
nothing
bad.
crazy. It must have just been a figment of your imagination.
Yeah.
These people are...
This guy won't talk to
The
me.
entrance of this.
What do you mean the guy won't talk to
The
you?
box. It looked at me when I was putting it in the bag.
What about
and it
the
won't talk to
entrance?
me now.
They're like. closed.
Like just the...
No, people are still
Yeah,
coming in. You guys
it's
have
just
only
a
been here
doll.
for about an hour and a half.
But it looked at me.
What do you mean, like it looked around at you?
Yeah.
You heard that, right?
Sorry, what I was thinking.
So
Something else.
he said when the Jack in the Box came out earlier, it like looked at
It was
him.
like when I
You
was.
got one?
I do.
Let's see if you can see anything.
Alright. And I like hold out the Jack in the Box, I'm like and it like comes out.
Yep, at a completely random time, you're like, I'm prepared for this. I know
Yeah.
this is gonna happen.
Definitely said early mid note. Like it was out there.
Yeah. But I mean, at initial glance, without inspecting it, it's a Jack in the Box.
Could I inspect it?
Yeah,
while it's in there?
perceive.
Can I see your porcelain doll?
Yeah, I'm pulling my doll.
I do a staring contest.
15.
Perceive with disadvantage. 15?
15
Yeah.
with a...
It just seems like a Jack in the Box. I mean, it's a little creepy. It's a little on the nose for something
Yeah.
like this. It's painted like a clown, you know. You don't see a whole lot of clowns in this world, but when you do, you're like, why do people do that, you know? Toy, same thing.
Alright.
Kind of a rusty spring underneath that's... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
4? Okay, yeah. So you just get locked in a staring contest with this doll. And I would say, let's play the reverse. Because you're tripping a little bit, you see the doll's eyes move. They, too, are watching you watch this thing. Nothing is going on with the doll whatsoever.
Haha, I won.
One what, Planet?
It blinked.
No, I think you blinked.
No, I think I know when I blink.
No, you're eating too many pills.
Where are you guys making your way?
To the Oracle.
The Oracle. Okay.
Future.
Future.
Alright, so you make your way into the Oracle's tent.
That's a big ball, dude. It's actually worth humongous. Never mind.
Yeah. And across from you sits this frail, again, on the nose, this frail old lady with a hood, and you can see her face, and she looks very normal, as best you can tell. Just an older lady, and she's got sigils and stuff tattooed along her arms, and around her she has, like, some sort of magical effect that makes it look like the air itself is, like, fracturing, and like, little shiny bits are falling out of nowhere. And as you guys walk into the room, a blue light kind kind of like washes over her, and then it kind of like goes away. It's all tricks. You can tell none of this like okay. And then she says, "Please take a seat on any pillow of your choosing."
I want the red pillow.
What's that? We're
Oh, sitting on the red pillow.
Now tell me, dearest friends, why are you here?
You want to see the future, right?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Our future.
Your future. Well, I think I could make that happen. But which of you would like to go first, or should we do a group reading?
There's a lot of us in this group.
Huh?
There's a lot of us in this group. It might take a while.
So yeah, let's
To
just
go
do
through
like a
all
group
8 of
reading.
us?
Yeah. Could you do like all of us at a time, or just like one by one?
I can.
Oh, yeah. Let's do all 8 of us.
Please, approach the table. Put your hands down like this.
They're way
What?
up now.
My spirit guys also gonna come in, like just walk in and also put
Your
his
spirit guide.
And as you guys put your hands on the table, you do feel magical energy kind of pulse out. And your best guess is that it is coming from the crystal orb in the center of the table, but realistically speaking, you don't know for sure. If you wanted to try to perceive it, you could. But
Might as well perceive if they perceive. That's 8.
I rolled a crit again.
Yeah.
all right, so we got an 8. Are you perceiving? You got a crit. Okay, well done. Damn it. Okay, so the power is coming from the orb. 95% of it is coming from the orb. The other 5% is coming from the old lady sitting across from you. And as you guys place your hands on the table, you almost like will yourself to stop hearing the rest of the carnival. You're getting very like in tune with whatever this is, and then she kind of scoots her chair up, and then she places her hands on the table as well, but in like a different way. You guys put them like this, and she puts them down like a diamond on the table.
I
And
start
she,
mimicking how she's doing it.
like this.
Oh.
And then she does the same thing, and she closes her eyes and pulls her head down, and then she opens them again, and you can see the crystal ball in the center start to swirl with like dark clouds and roll sense. With take your hope.
18 with hope.
Take your hope.
What are you max on hope?
I'm also next on hope now.
What do we want to do?
Sense.
Oh.
There's
It'll be instinct.
13.
Okay. So you had the 18?
Yep.
Alright, you're the only one who's gonna see this.
Damn, I haven't been adding that this whole time.
Hope? I think you got hope.
No, I haven't been rolling with instinct the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoops.
Okay, so you're the only one who sees this. The rest, the two of you, you see the black swirls and the glittering.
It's actually 14 now.
14. Okay, that just succeeds. Okay, so you don't see this. The two of you do. As you guys are staring into the orb, you start to see like flashes of action. Start to see. You can't really digest what it is. It's hard to understand what you're seeing. But in those flashes, you start to see almost like a blood red drip of like food dye, kind of like drips down to the center, and it hits the very bottom, almost like the crystal ball is full of water. It goes all the way down to the bottom. As soon as it hits, it plumes out with like red twisting like smoke underwater, and it starts to crawl up the edges of the glass. And this is all happening in like a snap of a finger, a split second. And it starts to dye all the action that you see within the crystal orb, and then it just blips away, disappears. Let's see, it's getting later into the night. Let's see. Okay. And she starts to speak. I see Fear. I see. And she kind of looks at you all in the eyes, one at a time. And her voice changes for a second. No roll needed. A world without hope. And then she comes back. Oh, there's an energy coming from the orb. The crystal is speaking to me, but I don't understand. And she looks at you guys again, almost unable to control herself. Abandon hope. You will be devoured. And she pulls back, and she kind of like lets go, and the lights of the room kind of spark back up to their natural temperature, and then you can suddenly all the music and the festivities come back around you, and she kind of like leans back in her chair, almost like stunned by whatever it is that just happened, and she looks at all of you. Would you like a reading?
You just gave us a reading.
Fuck yeah.
And she's like, no, I didn't.
No, you didn't? What was that?
Skiff confused.
You just walked in. I told you to pick your pillow, and I asked you who wanted a reading.
Okay, what about the whole like droplet, boom?
What about the whole abandoned old hoe?
Will be devoured.
Yeah.
And as you say that, she kind of, I don't know. I don't remember that.
You did the whole triangle thing. I tried to copy you. You said no, and then.
And as you said the triangle thing, she's like, did the master of games set you up for this? That bastard.
No.
Dude, this bitch is insane.
Yeah. Did you see any of that shit?
I'm having a hard time seeing.
I figured. Well, here, let me paint you a picture. Old frail lady here. We all come to the table.
And as you guys are talking, another customer comes in. He's like, "Oh, is it free in here? I'd like to get my reading." And she's like, "Please, come on, 3 of you. No reading?"
Do you want to do another reading?
I was actually really interested in reading.
He would like to do a reading.
Okay. And then you come on, you sit down, and the other guy is like, I don't want to do a group reading. I just want to go alone. And she's like, okay. And he like sits back, and you and Skiv sit next to each other. And you walk up, you put your hands down. And this time, the two of you, at the very least, can tell that this is very, very obviously a farce. She like sits down and puts her hands on a completely different way, and she's like, I see clear skies, and I see a lot of drugs. Feels bad, but well, I also see, and then she kind of like thinks to herself for a second. She's like, I see that you're going to have a good night. You'll get out of here safely, and everything will be well, with new experiences. And he's like, oh, you saw that? Oh, I can't wait for my turn, dude. And you like get up, and he like walks up and puts his hands down.
I want his reading, dude.
But I'm gonna pause just for a second. Alright. Okay, so, yeah, the farce, the other guy, he like eagerly runs up to the table. He's like, alright, I'm so ready for this. This is gonna be awesome. And she's like, calm down, put your hands on the table, you know, just trying to talk him through it. And then right before she starts, she's like, can all of you please leave? I need the room to be very quiet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
And we'll walk outside. But I'm gonna stand right outside the tent. Like door.
Okay.
Can I hear inside?
Yeah, she's just giving the run of the mill. Nothing interesting. Reading.
So then I'm gonna stand outside and I'm gonna wait for the guy to go.
Okay.
Does he come out?
Yep. He walks out and he's like, that felt kind of like a sham.
Yeah.
But honestly, a lot of the stuff kind of feels like a sham, you know? Like the game master, he only lets you do like one thing, you know? And once you get the reward, like I get it's all free, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like why have all these options if I really only get to choose one, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's all rigged. I've only been to the Game Master though, so. And here. I just got here like 10 minutes ago.
Just go fight the champion.
Ooh, that sounds cool. I walked by it, but I didn't stop. I didn't partake, so.
Yeah, we all kicked their ass. It's pretty easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
We fought him.
That big guy looked big, so.
They both.
Yeah.
You did it?
I fucked him up.
Dang, dude.
Easy work.
Yeah, I'm a wood chopper by trade, so I could probably take him out.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, he's
Sweet.
strong. Just watch out for his kicks.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kicked him like across the arena.
It kicks pretty fucking hard.
Hell, all right.
Yeah.
So no kicking. Got it. Okay, cool.
Short
Yeah.
guy, super fast and agile.
Hmm.
So
Okay. Who fought him?
I did.
Oh, what was his weakness though?
That I was a bear and he wasn't.
And it kind of like, what?
I can turn into animals.
Oh
So,
shit, dude, that's fucking awesome.
yeah. So yeah, but he's really, really fucking quick and he's really hard to hit.
Oh, okay. Well, sweet. Thanks for the information. I'm gonna go do that. I got this coin though from the Game Master. I don't give a shit about it because apparently they're not currency or anything. It's just a fucking token of the games, and I'm not here for that. I'm here to just see shit and then go home.
Yeah.
When do you guys want it?
I
There
really
you go.
want
Cool. That's for the information, dude. If I see you again, I get a couple more coins. I'll. Fuck, like I said, I don't care. I asked the Game Master what I could spend them on. He's like, they're just cool. And I was like, okay. So, anyways, catch you guys later.
So yeah,
See ya.
eight of us going this way.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Well, wait, which way? No, I walked by it. I remember. We're good. All right.
to
Peace.
see you around. What's your name?
James. My name's James. What's your name?
Asha.
Oh, Asher. What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Skiv.
Scave. Hey, I'm James. Cliff Clinton? Dude, I know my name. You don't know yours?
He's really high right now.
Dude, you got any more?
I don't have anything. What are you talking about? Get out of here. Don't you ever offer my shit.
I didn't offer shit. He wanted
Hey,
some.
he's just like,
He
all
should
right.
be a decent human for once.
I gave you some shit, dude. And he just walks off.
Yeah, you gave him a
First
token.
off,
You could have given him a fucking
The
pill.
Oracle is not a sham. She
Okay.
knows shit about me that nobody knows.
We all know you're on drugs. You
Nobody
fucking
knows.
idiot.
Now everybody
So,
knows.
but what you probably didn't see, me and Skiv talked about a little bit. She well, you see, before she all started, she put her like hands on a triangle, right? And we like looked in the ball, and it started looking like blood was dripping on the inside, like it was filling up with like water. And then like when the drop like hit, it like poofed into like this red fucking smoke shit. And then she like went to go say something, and then like in this like really demonic fucking voice, she was just like, "A world with no hope." And then she was just all like, "Abandon hope, you will be devoured." And we were like, "What the fuck?" And then she was like, "You guys didn't get a reading yet." And then you got your reading, and we were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So back to this whole fucking place is weird.
I think we should leave. But we should probably stop by the acrobatics of the night.
The game master did say that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Or the mirror maze. Kind of want to see
Ooh,
him.
I really want to do the mirror maze.
I
Let's
got
do
in the
this.
Some
wheel.
dude walks by, he's like, dude, I just came from the mirror maze. That shit was fucking whack. Absolutely go. It's dark as shit. You can't see fucking more than 10 feet in front of you. Loved it. And he just
You
like
say any
walks away all
crazy
fucking
shit?
wired. No. Well, so the center has the mirror of truth. It's yourself. Because all the other ones, it's a mirror maze. You know, they're all fucking wavy and shit.
Yeah.
But that one, mirror of truth, it's yourself. So I think there's like an underlying story there. It's just like, hey, be true to yourself. I don't give a fuck. It was fucking awesome. That's all you need to know. He's wired. He's like, I'm gonna go get some more coffee.
What's your
And
name?
he's, Frank. I wasn't ready for that. All right. I need to write some shit down real quick. Hold on.
James, Frank.
Francis, Jim.
Man, the people of Ada are fucking boring.
Big Tony.
Caught him off guard with
Oh, wait for it.
back to back.
James.
Jediah, dude.
Fuck.
Look, I'm really creative, okay? But names, not my thing.
Oh god.
Alright, I got my fantasy name generator up. We're good, guys.
I'm not gonna ask for any more names.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you for something else. What are you wearing?
And he's like, I'm gonna go get some more fucking coffee. Alright, hey, mirror maze on top. And he just
runs away.
so gets the fuck out of there. And then you guys are just left there, just like almost winded from him talking.
Alright, we're on.
Alright.
And then we should.
Well, we're at the Oracle. We did the Pyromancer. Well, we can hit the acrobatics. Where's the maze at?
On the right,
Top,
right there.
top corner.
The maze shape.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So let's hit the acrobatics. Let's do the mirror maze.
And then we can leave.
Yeah. And then we'll just like head out for the night.
Does it say Harley Quinn?
Where? Oh, the Harlequin. Harlequin.
Happy. Yeah.
It's like a jester.
DC's gonna sue the fuck out of us.
I don't give a shit. I do. Don't please.
James Gunn, please just.
We're
Thank
all
you for watching. One. The fire is really close to the net. That's concerning. It actually looks like the net's on fire.
It's a trampoline.
Trampoline looks like it's on fire.
Okay, so you guys walk into the Shadow Acrobat, and it's mid. It appears to be mid-show. Like there's nobody stopping at the front being like, "Hey, the next one starts in 10 minutes." Like you just walk in, walk out, however you please. This particular room is darker. There's you can still hear the fanfare outside. You can hear all the things that are going around. And to be completely honest, when you walk in and you take a seat in the bleachers, for lack of a better term, you see a singular acrobat. It's a woman in a short red dress, and she's got long black hair that's up in a kind of like a top bun ponytail that is waving very dramatically behind her because she is running around. She's sprinting. She's like seemingly flying through the air. Randomly capturing ropes that are hanging from the ground and almost like jungle vines swinging through the arena, and she's just doing these fantastical flips and things in the air. Everybody give me a perceive check, an instinct roll.
13.
18.
13.
Okay. So you, as you're watching this happen, you kind of, get up into the bleachers. The bleachers aren't full here. There's no control over who comes in and who leaves. So it almost kind of gives you the understanding that this show, there is not a show time. There is not a start. There is not a stop. It is just this honestly, genuinely beautiful woman just rocketing herself around the room, doing all sorts of flips. You're basically just watching. It almost seems like you're just watching this woman practice gymnastics on her own. However, you do notice in her routine a couple of times she almost slips but catches herself. They're very, very subtle, almost impossible to see with the naked eye. But as like her foot lands in the rope, she lands slightly wrong and the foot kind of like goes off a little bit, but then it stops, giving you the opportunity to roll sense with everything else that's going on here.
It's an 8.
Okay, so you just see the foot slip off, and it almost unnaturally it recorrects itself, and then she continues flying through the room and just doing the stunts and acrobatics that she's currently doing.
This bitch be spraining her ankle and not being affected. Kind of whack.
Spraining your ankle, nah.
I will allow you, if you explain further, to give them the opportunity for a sense check, but if that is how you're going to cap the comments...
You said. What do you mean spraining her ankle?
So like, when she like lands on the rope, ankle kind of, and then just back to normal, and then she just keeps going.
Yeah. Why don't we look at this together?
Group roll? Okay, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
we
go.
on it too. Like, let's like look really in depth, see what we can find. And
So-
so we just spend like 3 hope or something like that.
No, this is not a. It's not a tandem roll. This is
Oh.
just a group check. So you can help too if you'd like, since you've seen. I'll give you advantage on your portion of the check since you know what you're looking for. You get a plus. We haven't chose who's gonna roll. So-
Well, he,
I roll a crit. We can.
all right. So usually the person who is getting assisted goes last. He rolled first. It's a +1, which is unfortunate. But either way, we're gonna do perceive. Group roll perceive. You're gonna show them when she messes up. Okay, you guys are gonna try to see what he's talking about, and then if you guys do successfully see, then we'll roll the sense check. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a +1. Are you helping him or is he helping you?
I'm
He's
really
helping
perceive.
Yeah, I'd
him
be
because
helping
he
him.
saw initially.
Okay. So you roll next with advantage because you've seen it before.
I got a crit.
All right. That's 2 crits, so +2. And because they both got crits, I'll give you advantage on your roll.
One.
We're locked
Yeah.
the fuck
You guys are just all like everything that's going on. You're basically like a 3-headed monster right now. Everybody's just kind of like watching the same thing happen at the same time, and then you notice just a flick of the wrist when she's like doing a cartwheel and grabs onto something. Her hand slips, but suddenly it's just like an iron grip all at once. Not a slow down, just right. The two of you see exactly this. Roll sense.
Sense. Is that
13.
right here? Well.
Okay.
Oh.
14th the DC for all these checks. So you got an 8, you got a 12, you got a 13. So it's not registering how she's doing this. Just seems like maybe she's very well practiced. This is something that she's done seemingly for her whole life with how great she is at it. But you don't see anything out of the ordinary aside from some what you would consider unnatural corrections in moments of potential catastrophe. But you guys sit here for how long? How long do you sit here? Till the end of the show?
I'm guessing there won't be an end to the show.
So you sit here and you sit here and you sit here,
Sorry.
and she just literally
20
just
minutes going.
yeah, she does not stop, and it just seems like this is her life. Like she literally just runs around the room like it's a playground. And other people, like some people are like, dude, I've been here for an hour. She still hasn't stopped. That's crazy. How does she have that much stamina?
Any details inside the tent that are weird? Like
Is there any chains?
somebody watching, maybe like a strange touch to her in some way. Or...
You can give me a perceive check around the room.
21.
Okay. I will say that nothing seems out of place. You've never been to a carnival before. You've never seen the sights and the sounds that are assailing your senses now. But some of the things aren't moving correctly. It's almost like there's like a little bit of wind in the room when it's a tent and there can be no wind. And you've been outside several times this night and there is no wind. Without getting us to another sense check, it almost seems like there's some sort of unnatural presence here, assisting, if you will. Like almost seems that way, but obviously that doesn't make sense.
No, I can try something, right?
I get what you said.
Okay, so I can like more or less make a gust of wind happen. It's a slight gust, right? So what if when she goes to the rope, I can make a slight gust of wind to like purposely make something mess up pretty heavily, and then see if she corrects that. She's a little funky.
What if she falls and dies and we get kicked out?
No one knows. It's just wind.
It's just a gust of wind.
It's not like it's coming from me. It just like kind of breezes through here. Not like drastically, just like a little, wind.
I like it.
Let's give it a read.
Skid agreed.
Okay, so as she's flipping around on the tightrope and then going from like the things that they like
Yeah, the
swing
swing
themselves and then
thing.
flip around and grab another one, what do you affect in the middle of her routine?
So you said that there was like a part where she goes like for the ropes and she's like swinging,
Mhm.
all that, and she at one point almost like missed it. That's what we saw, but she like just grabbed it really hard. And we're like, that's weird how that kind of happened. But when she goes back through that little portion of her routine, more or less, it's just called No, it's called Wild Touch. So I can perform harmless, subtle effects that involve nature, causing like a flower to grow rapidly, summoning a slight gust of wind, or starting a campfire at will. So when she's going through there, I'll just slight gust of wind on the rope to like move it out of her direction, like off to the side, and see how she reacts, and then proceed.
Okay, cool. So no roll for it. As she's going through the like vines, more or less, that are hanging from the ceiling, she reaches out for one and lets go of the other one at the same time. Roll perceive. Roll advantage because you're making this happen. So
17.
okay, so that'll succeed. So as she reaches out and goes for the rope that is up and to her right, she's already released her hand from this rope. Roll sense.
Or 20. Jesus.
My God,
There was
dude.
a 3
Okay,
out of 3.
hey, we're done with this. I'm gonna show you everything. All right,
Here's my notes.
so she reaches out and that rope goes away, like, and it significantly. Like, there's no way for it to come back without there being an obvious, like, okay, somebody's cheating here. But the rope that she just let go of, as she's reaching out, you can see her eyes like get a little wide because it's now gone. She like scans the room briefly to see like how this could have happened. But behind her, with the rope that she just let go of, you almost see like a second dancer, almost like kind of like soak out of the rope and then push it into her hand. And then she feels it in her hand and she regrips it, and then the second dancer just like goes back into the shadows of the room. So she like reaches out, lets go, and then grabs it again and spins backwards, and then just goes the other way. And it doesn't even look like anything happened. Like it almost looks like it was very purposeful, aside from that split second of fear in her eyes.
You guys see that? Okay, so she was going through her little. If you guys ever heard of Tarzan?
This is dude I knew in college.
Yeah. He lives in the wild. He's pretty much a druid. So he. So she was going through her ropes, right? There's like a gust of wind, and I like pushed the rope. Well, when she let go of the other one, it almost looked like a ghastly figure kind of like came out of like the rope and like pushed it back into her hand, and then she like swung back. She was supposed to keep going forward, but then we didn't push that out of the way.
It's carnal as fuck. We should leave.
This shit's fucking weird. Let's do the mirror maze.
This shit's whack. But I heard the maze was pretty awesome.
The maze is pretty sick.
Weird.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck any of this means.
Okay, the maze. I'm gonna pull this down real quick, just in case.
That's the city of Rio. No, it's not.
It's a wild looking mirror maze.
What now? Where are are we?
Here's Gundor. The fuck is this? Is it Rio de Janeiro?
It's Erendor.
Oh, I thought Rio was more green.
Yeah.
It's pretty arid.
Houses are very close together. Like you
This is a
really
very-
know your neighbors.
Very jagged road up to the wherever that thing is up there.
Whoever built that road was paid per footage.
Paid by inch.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Pausing momentarily, and we're back. Okay, so you guys walk in, and there's a very interesting guy who's kind of blocking the door. He's very showmanship, very fluid with his motions. He's like, "You've come to find yourself in the Mirror Maze. Would you like a tour guide? Someone who can speak to the things you see? Or would you prefer to go it alone?
What do you think?
I am here simply to offer you a choice."
I think we're alright. Just give my new guy.
I don't like mirrors. Skiv no like mirror.
Would you like a friend to assist? Let me fix what I say. I'm not here to assist you in succeeding the maze. I'm simply here to assist you in understanding the maze. But perhaps your friends are capable of such things.
Let's bring him along. I have a feeling. With all 8 of us here.
Yeah. Now there's 9 of us.
Your bear.
Oh yeah.
Oh
nice.
shit, so there's 10 with him.
True. Yeah, all 10 of us here.
Lead the way.
Maybe you'll learn something too.
I'm
Alright,
gonna put on
so
a blindfold.
you guys can go separate ways. I would like you to only move roughly 30 feet per time, though, okay?
I feel like we should all stay together.
So I'm
As the creepiness of this maze, I don't want to leave anyone. No.
Alright, so who is leading?
not me. I am blindfolded.
Alright.
just-
So the
I'm gonna
twos
tie a
of
string to
us-
somebody and just hold onto the string.
Well, I think this is Dingleberry. This looks like you, Hardest. Got a mandolin. Alright, there we go. Now, here we are. Up there, together.
Taking the left.
Left? I think left is right. I think we should go down the farthest. So.
Alright, so everybody's going that way? And as he walks, very slowly, by the way, in terms of the music, it has gone from very fun, lots of enjoyment, and lots of people going around and just thoroughly enjoying the sights and the smells and the flavors and everything else. But as time has gone on, you've noticed that the loudness has gone down quite a bit, and it's either, you know, people are tired, maybe there's less people in the park, or something else potentially more sinister going on, as you guys have kind of experienced in every opportunity thus far. As you're walking through the maze, and the day is late, it is definitely getting late. You've probably been here for about 3 hours so far, maybe a little bit longer. And as you're walking through the maze, you notice that a lot of the mirrors are cracked. And he, as you guys are kind of like taking a mental note and, you know, spending a second longer on that view, he pipes in after him and he's like, "Don't mind the cracked mirrors. You see, young hoodlums and hooligans, they come in here all the time and destroy things as time goes on, and it's quite late. In fact, it should be time for the final act before too long. But perhaps we will find our way through this maze, and if you find the Mirror of Truth, I will and am meant to give you a token of the gaze." which is what it's all about, isn't it? So, please, again, lead the way. Don't mind the fractured appearance. And as you...
What's the final act?
Oh, the final act is Mordaiin himself. It's a... Well, I don't want to ruin all the fun. I could give you a tidbit, but I don't want to give you too much, you know.
Can you give me tidbits?
As a tidbit, okay, how do I word this appropriately? I don't... Mordaiin is the circus ringleader, the carnival ringleader, you know. He is in charge of all of this, so if he finds out that I tipped you off or anything like that, I could get fired.
My lips are sealed.
And it seems small to you, but this is my life, you know. The final act is all of us, actually, all the heads of the attractions, coalescing into one place, and it's supposed to... I guess the best way to say it is it's like a weakening between the walls of the mortal realm and whatever's beyond. And people see all sorts of things. It's actually quite amazing. The things that I've seen are incredible. I get to do it every time we have the final act, which is unfortunately rare. But it is wonderful. Have you dead loved ones?
I don't know any loved ones.
It is not unheard of to receive a visit from them. It's not unheard of to see lost pets. It's not unheard of to see otherworldly beasts. There's a veil. There's a screen that stops them, but the visions that one can have are life-changing.
Okay.
But
Can
we
I
shouldn't...
perceive him while he's talking about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
19.
Okay, so let's do instead an analyze. Are you looking for like physical things, or are you looking to understand or see if there's more beyond the words?
Like, look beyond the words, but look at him while listening and seeing if he's making like I don't know. Game Master was tweaking, other lady fucking demonic, demented.
Okay.
Like, is there any like signals here?
For this particular check, I'll give you the choice of instinct or knowledge. So whichever one you decide is better for you. So which
Instinct.
one? Instinct. Okay. So you're perceiving him. You're watching the way he's talking. He's very flamboyant, extra movements and everything. Very fluid individual. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. He himself seems off. He himself doesn't necessarily seem uncomfortable. He almost seems too comfortable, like he's used to life in the maze. Like he has mapped this place out in his mind, tattooed forever. He's like walking into the dark without bumping into anything. No, walls that come out of nowhere. No, like none of the wavy mirrors startle him. Like he's lived in this environment for who knows how long. And that's odd. Even somebody who owns the ride, like still shouldn't be able to walk blind through a maze, no matter how many times they've gone through it. Like little mess ups, perfect. Doesn't stray off the path at all, which is interesting. In terms of like what he's saying, you're more watching him than listening, but you do sense a couple of like he's blowing it out of proportion. It's either he's blowing it out of proportion or he's not being 100% truthful, but he's already said that he doesn't want to give too much away, otherwise Mordaiin might, put his career early or, whatever that looks like on his side of the fence, because it's his life, right? So he's definitely not telling you everything by design, but the way he's walking while he's telling you the things that he's telling you is what I think is the most interesting. But again, we shouldn't dally. It can take quite a long time to get through the maze if we get lost. And the show starts at midnight, so I wouldn't want to miss it.
Alright.
So please, lead the way.
Onward we go. Yes, it's that's a wall.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I'm just holding on to one of you guys. I have my blindfold on. I'm like trying to not bump into things.
Right, it's definitely not left.
So, through the evening, I have to assume you've seen quite a few attractions, unless, of course, you've showed late.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been to a few places.
Where have you gone so far?
Big wheel.
The big wheel. Oh, the Wheel of Wonder. Yes, what a fantastic sight. I climbed to the top of that this morning myself, and saw quite the view. The ocean is what they call it. Yes, I've never seen that myself. So, very bright out there, yes, but quite beautiful. You guys can keep trying to do the maze if you want.
Traveling carnival, you never seen the ocean?
Well, I stick to the maze. It's my comfort zone, I guess you could say. And as you guys are like kind of like very timidly walking through, and I forgot to mention this, but at the beginning it gives you a candle so that you can kind of see a little bit of the way you're going, just a little bit. But you guys are passing all of these mirrors. Again, several of them are cracked, but the ones that aren't, you can see very wavy versions of yourself. They're obviously in some way, shape, or form magically enhanced. A couple of times you see like another person like kind of like poke their eyes out behind you and then go away, and he's like, "Oh yes, that's one of my favorites. It gets everyone every time." And just all sorts of things that you can imagine to manipulate your mind into being afraid of the dark. What else have you seen? The Wheel of Wonder, yes. What else?
The pyromancer.
Oh, the pyromancer, yes. A lovely woman she is. I always love the bit where she comes out old and then comes back like a phoenix of the flames. Much younger, you know.
Yeah. I like the part where she came back looking pretty dead.
Like, yeah, decrepit.
I guess I haven't seen that part.
Oh.
Or when the Oracle went like demonic on us.
Oh yeah, that was
She
pretty good.
has been known to do that. She sees things. Not always true things. It is a carnival after all. We're all for show.
I hear
Yeah.
things.
You
Yeah.
hear things. See,
Yeah.
maybe you're quite like the Oracle.
Yeah.
I'm an
Has
Oracle.
the Oracle ever told anyone they're going to be devoured?
I've never had a reading myself, nor have I watched very many of them. But I suppose no. I don't know. Is that what she told you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So I guess we're all going to be eaten at some point.
Well, I would take it with a grain of salt. You know, it's all for show.
She's not real?
Do you have a cool necklace with a bell?
Yeah.
Do I have a necklace?
Yeah.
No. That you must be speaking of the game master. He usually rings the bell whenever someone wins a prize.
Fuck, who's the other lady?
I don't know if you're watching, but I'm kind of just moving us very slowly around.
Take as long as I'm here to talk to you, so you guys can learn more about the carnival while you.
The fire lady also had a
Nice
necklace.
necklace. Yeah.
Yes, that's the necklace of eternal flame. Oh, hey, we've reached the center of the maze.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And before you see a rather tall mirror from the floor all the way up. And for the first time, it's not pitch black outside. And when you were at the top of the Ferris wheel, you could see the maze. You could see the walls, though it was far away and the walls were close, so you couldn't solve it. You could still see it, right? You could see down into it to a degree. It shouldn't be pitch black in here whatsoever. But now that you're on the inside and you take the candle and you look up to the top of the mirror, you see that there is in fact a ceiling that appears to be in some way, shape, or form blocking all light from entering this area. So maybe it's a one-way mirror, maybe it's just some sort of magical spell, like a darkness spell of some effect. But either way, he stands in front of the mirror and he like almost caresses the side of it. And he says, "Look, reflect upon yourself and see what the mirror of truth has for you.
I want to like peek out and try not to like go insane.
Alright, so you stand in front of the mirror, and if you don't already have, everybody should have a candle. And then you probably put it out because you're like, nah, I'm just gonna grab somebody else. He like flicks a hand, and a match just lights the candle, and everyone else out, get out of the way. He must reflect into only himself, otherwise terrible things can happen.
Oh God.
Sense the mirror.
11.
11?
Yes.
Okay, so you stand in front of the mirror, and it's just you. Just you holding the candle, and your eyes are playing tricks on you a little bit. You're in a dark room, and you don't like looking at yourself. You probably are still going to freak out, you know, but ultimately speaking, there is nothing crazy going on with this particular situation. This is obviously just for show. And then as soon as you step away, he will, out of his pocket, you hear a bunch of coins jingling. He takes it out, and he plops one in your hand. Token of the games.
Just grab it and immediately put my blindfold back on and just kind of like try to find someone to grab one too.
We avoid him.
Skip no like mirror.
Skip doesn't like the mirror. Okay. Well, I'll go next.
You're next.
Yeah.
Alright. So you have your candle. You walk in front of the mirror alone?
Yes, at first.
Okay. Sense the mirror.
Ooh, baby, that's a 20 with hope.
Okay. So as you're just looking at it, because you're just playing along with this dude, you look at the mirror, and at first, it's just you. Nothing else. Nothing special. And then you kind of catch, it's almost like the mirror heats up, and you know when mirrors heat up, they kind of get a little like uneven just for a second.
Yeah.
You notice that, and you kind of look a little closer into what you're noticing, and then you see something on the other side like push through ever so slightly. You just see like a couple of fingers drag across the surface, and then it pulls back. And then the maze, the guy walking you through the maze, he kind of sees what you see, and he's like, something inside of you wants to get out. Interesting.
There's a beast in us all.
Yeah, that dog. And
And then
I want you to roll analyze. So roll knowledge for me real quick.
Knowledge? Where is my knowledge? Ooh, knowledge not very good, but 14.
Okay, that's enough. When he says that, you can hear something in his voice, maybe see something on his face. He's trying to cover something up. Something else happened, and he's trying to push it back on you, being like, "Oh, something crazy happened." You know, he shouldn't have even seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he almost accidentally overstepped by trying to cover something up. And then he next.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wink at him, and I'm gonna stand there while he walks up, and like steps into the light of the mirror with me.
Okay. The maze, the master of the maze kind of like looks and he's like, you must depart for him to get an actual look.
I'm looking at the mirror.
To get it. So we can't both look in the mirror?
It's a self-reflection.
So nothing happened. Alright. So like step over. Just skip. I like attach him to the back of my jacket.
finally, just wandering around.
In-depth looking. Roll sense.
Alright.
Okay. 13. Okay. That's good enough. When you stand in front of the mirror, you don't see any warping, you don't see any, like, parts of it heat up, you don't see anything pushing through. At first you just see yourself, and your vision is still kind of like a little blurry, like kind of shaky a little bit, just based off of what's in your bloodstream. But as you kind of like glance a little deeper into it and try to sense it a little bit more, like what am I looking for here? Almost like a foggy window. You see something shift on the other side, and then it's gone. But at this point, the Master of the Maze is looking at you. So he wasn't paying attention to what he saw in the mirror. He's just kind of looking at you and then looks around for a second.
As he's looking at him, I fog up the mirror and go, "Dick."
Please don't touch the mirror of truth. It is the one mirror they never break. I would hate to see what happens if it did.
How do you break a mirror?
7
tells
years
me.
of bad luck.
Something tells me there's something in that mirror.
What I'm saying, mirrors are fucking creepy, dude.
And it gives you both a token of the games.
Yeah.
You've done well to get this far, as quick as you have. There's a little yet to go. But I can usher you out of the maze at this point if you wish, or I can still follow you and talk to you. The choice is yours.
Yeah, I'd love to talk.
Then
See-
lead the way, good sir.
Where do you go when the maze goes down? Since the carnival travels, I assume you would have the opportunity to see an ocean traveling.
I typically stay in the covered caravan. Again, I frequent this maze perhaps too much, so I prefer the dark, I guess. And when he says that, you kind of look at his eyes, and they seem very glazed over, almost lacking pupils. And then you realize as you're looking, he's not lacking pupils. His eyes are almost all pupil.
Wait, is there a reflection of him in the mirror?
Yeah.
Ah.
This. It's a
So we're walking
vampire.
around the vampire.
Guys, I'm trapped. I'm trapped to the wall.
We have to invite you out.
I've been sucked into the bush.
I've been there.
I can.
Oh, I went back. I can't move. Jim!
Stop. You're going the wrong way, obviously.
Well, yeah, I figured that one out. The wrong time.
So what other rides or
Uh-oh.
attractions have you experienced?
Jim!
Just put all of them in one spot. F word.
I should just part before me.
Yeah. So, I'm guessing you saw the mirror move like I saw the mirror move.
And he immediately gets a little like, okay, hold on, let me.
I saw a figure behind a fog wall
He,
in my mirror.
yeah, he immediately gets like a little like almost like trips himself up. Like for the first time, the entire time he's been in this maze, you see that he like steps on a tile on the floor wrong, and he just like, I did. It's very rare for people to get a reaction out of the mirror like that. I know these mirrors.
So you know what it caused that?
These mirrors are my friends.
These are mirrors, not people. How can you be friends with mirrors?
Look in the mirror right now. Do you see someone?
See me.
He's your friend. And he kind of like... It's very rare for someone to receive such a reaction from the mirror. I've seen many reactions of all sorts. I've seen people afraid of their own reflection. I've seen people claim there's other things in there. But it is just a mirror maze, and this place is dark for a reason. You hold just a candle for reasons all tricks on the mind.
So what if it got brighter in here?
Then I suppose we could see more.
Can I see more from the mirror?
No?
Oh.
Just one spotlight, just the whole maze. Like, well, that's the way out.
You see, something tells me that it's not rare for the mirror to do something, but it's rare for someone to see the mirror do something.
Well, the mirror shows all of us different things. And I must say, you really are taking the wrongest way every time.
I've noticed.
I personally designed this maze, and it seems above you. And not in a way meant
Above
to
you, yeah.
offend you.
No,
But we've already been here.
I look in the mirror again.
You're going backwards now.
The thing is, carnivals are usually based around hogwash and make-believe and tricking. And they usually do their best to try to hide the tricking. But you're embracing the idea of it all being tricked. Why would that be the case here? You're trying to hide.
I have reflected. I know what we're all about. You know what we're all about. You apparently know what carnivals are all about. It's about the audience. To inspire awe and wonder. It's about proving that there's more out there aside from your humdrum lives. And just look at that. We've arrived.
I'll see you during the devouring.
What?
And I walk out of the maze.
Alright.
I try to walk out and I bump into a mirror. Fuck. And then I walk out the other. Skip!
I'm guessing this is the end? Am I wrong?
It doesn't matter anymore.
You guys simply walk away. And it's dark.
I really want to leave now.
It's not quite midnight, but it is dark. You have gone to the Mirror Maze, the game, the Master of Games, the Wheel of Wonder, the Shadow Acrobats, the Oracle, the Crystal Sphere. You've done the Champions. You've seen the Pyromancer. You have not seen, I'm not saying you should, the Majestic Marionettes. You have not seen
Happy Harley.
the Happy Harlequin. You haven't seen the Enchanted Menagerie. And you haven't seen the big top tent.
We'll see that one last.
That is where that's where the end of the night show is. So.
During the devouring. Two.
What are we talking about? Let's go ahead and take a quick break. So just stick with us, and after our quick little break, we're gonna find out what the hell is going on. Thanks for sticking with us so far.
Freaking Oracle lady.
Yeah. The demonic ass oracle. Yeah.
No, she was normal.
No, yeah. It definitely was the orb possessed her.
There's definitely magic.
Yeah,
She knew what it was.
like 90% of it is the orb.
Yeah. So she, yeah, it almost like she was put in a trance and taken over.
Yeah.
Pyromancer was just cool.
Demonic.
Yeah, I was like, wait, there's something bad.
Something was wrong with that one too.
Came out like a phoenix. More like dead.
And then a phoenix.
Yeah. Skeletal figure with magic.
Fires.
Yeah.
Stuff.
No eyeballs, coals for eyes. Yeah.
Fucked up hair.
And the final act where they all come together. So each fucked up person is going to this final act to devour.
Devour and world without hope.
Real quick,
Devouring.
back from our break, we're all just kind of discussing what the hell's going on. So, stay tuned.
There's a lot going on. Now, I don't know what the fuck's what, how to stop fucking anything, or to even, like, have something happen.
Yeah.
More or less, we're not getting the first punch here. That's a given. That's easily given. We're gonna get hit and then have to react.
Are you guys outside again?
Yeah, we're outside.
Happy
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, we're in the Happy Harley Quinn.
Okay, so you're walking up to it.
Yeah.
And on your way, while you are walking, you're kind of just looking around your environment. And probably for the first time, the Happy Harlequin is near the entrance, nearest. You can see it from where you are. The doors are closed, as your minds are leading you to. And you kind of like look at the walls. The thought of scaling them to leave protrudes in your mind momentarily. And you see the top of the wall, and there's like it's almost like a see-through sheet.
Right.
That's going from the walls all the way up to the big top tent. And if you didn't know any better, it would appear as though you are in one giant tent that's covering the entire carnival.
Interesting.
The beginning of the day, when you're at the top of the Wheel of Wonder, did not exist. You've seen people leave. They've come in, they've been like, it's not my thing, and they've gone. But at some point in your time at the carnival, and you've been here for a pretty significant amount of time, you lost the ability to leave.
Figured that. Figured. I knew that was gonna happen. So, like, wait.
And our ability to attack.
Well. Or if Big Tony made it.
Yeah. Big
Big Tim?
Big Tim?
Big Tim?
Big Tom's?
Tom?
Big Tom?
Big Tom?
It's a
Whatever
big,
his
I think
name
it's Big Tom.
was. Big Tom.
Yeah.
Tom?
Hey, if it's
Yeah.
not... Sorry. But it's funny you say that, because as soon as you say that, you see this little dude just like running up. You recognize him as Big Tom. He's like, hey! Hey! I showed up. I came about an hour after you guys left. Haven't seen much, but I've seen some things.
What
This
have
place is a little weird, right?
Yeah, it's super weird. Have you noticed the gates locked?
Yeah. So that happened about an hour ago.
It's like, oh, wait, never mind.
I haven't tried to leave yet because I've seen some things.
Well, Big Tom, let me hear what you've seen, and we'll give you something that we've seen.
Some things.
We've seen some things.
All right. So, well, first thing I saw, I guess, was definitely the game master. The master of games is kind of what he's been calling himself, I guess. He's just over there, just talking to himself.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
When I first got here, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't even concerning. But I've wandered by his tent a few times, especially when I was initially looking to leave, and then that changed. But now he's kind of by himself, just talking to himself. I feel like a lot of the people they've gone away from the Master of Games, and they've gone to do other things, but he's still over there. Almost, I don't know.
Trapped?
Whispering to his bell.
He was sitting over there, and he just kept saying, "Everybody wins, everybody wins." Fucking with the bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the only thing I've seen, but I want to hear some of what you see.
Well, where to start?
Yeah.
Big wheel. That was kind of sick.
I didn't go on that. I'm not a huge fan of heights.
Mirror maze fucks.
Okay.
And also the mirrors move.
Yeah, the mirror definitely has like something trapped inside of it that wants to eat you. 110%. That's a fact.
Well, some other people were talking about the waves or the mirrors are kind of like wavy, and they can like when they move.
I'm talking about reach out and grab you type.
Yeah, I'm talking about like I was standing there self-reflecting, said the mirror guy, and the mirror like caresses, like trying to push out from the mirror at me. That's hot ash.
Did you break? Okay. Well, that's not what I've heard other people say, but you know.
Yeah, it takes a keen eye to see it. The game master saw it, or not the game master, the tour guide for the maze. Yeah, he saw it, and he tried to cover it up, saying some off-the-wall shit. And then he got like really creepy later on when I mentioned that I saw it, and then he was like, "Oh yeah," and then they tried to make something up. So,
brother, they're all getting creepy. I've been here, like I said, I've been here for a few hours. When I first got here, nothing crazy, nothing too crazy, but the sun is gone. It's near midnight, best as I can tell. And as time has gone on, like I went to the champions in the arena thing.
yeah.
There's not as many people here. I feel like a lot of people left when things may have started getting weird. I didn't, because I wanted to see what the hubbub was. You know, you guys said it was awesome, so I'm here. And they were just fighting each other, and the people in the crowd were just watching. There was no cheering, there was no excitement. Wooden weapons, you know, nothing crazy, but yeah, they were just fighting.
That was pretty hype when I fought them up.
In silence.
Yeah, he performed.
Hey, he fought in the ring.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah,
Performed.
so
You were right. I guess you performed, right?
He won.
So my tap's good, right?
No.
So absolute.
So that was good.
I don't know, man. Something's weird. It just feels weird.
Acrobat, we actually tried to physically make her have an accident, and it wasn't.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Well, the thing is that she couldn't fuck up.
Yeah.
So we tried to make her fuck up, and she still couldn't fuck up.
We blew the rope out of her hand.
She physically could not reach it, and the rope literally reached itself back out for her to grab.
Ah, this place is fucked up.
We didn't even get to the part where the fucking Oracle was demonic as fuck.
Yeah. Saying
Oh, yeah.
Devour us and no hope and hopeless world.
I went to the Oracle. I didn't see anything like that. She told me that somebody owed a great debt, and they were never gonna fucking pay.
Or who that could be.
I think it's you.
We can be
Nah.
the 10 of us.
So
Yeah.
you are gonna pay.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. I'm good for my word, right?
Yeah, yeah. Just put it on a stack. But yeah, so that was really weird. I do have something that I could try.
Like to get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can pick a lock. I don't think that's gonna really help.
I kind of moseyed around the gates. I didn't see any locks.
Can we walk towards the gate?
Yeah.
Over here by the gate.
Yep.
So, can I spend a hope and ask him, is he willing to travel with me? Big Tom.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And see a point outside the gate, past it, and then teleport there.
So when you walk up to the fence, before there were slats, right? And you could kind of like see like an inch between. Upon now that you're back up to the fence that goes all the way around the carnival itself, you notice that the gaps between the slats have disappeared, and it's almost like in their place on the other side, rusted metal has been nailed to the holes. Are we traveling or what?
So nothing happened.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I figured that was too easy.
That was too easy. Yeah. Well, never mind. Off we go.
I don't have anything.
Back to the Happy Harlequin. Let's go see some fucked up shit, Big Tom.
So as you guys make your way back up to the Happy Harlequin, you see a jester walk out of the tent, and a large gaggle of people walk out first. And then the jester walks out and he closes up the tent. And when you're kind of observing him, he like looks over at the wall and squints his eyes and sees, and he's like, and he looks up and sees what you guys saw. And he's like, and then he looks, kind of like, sees if anybody's watching. He sees you guys. He's like, hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just dandy. The Happy Heart Quintet is closed for now, but the Big Top Tent is about to start the final act, so please make your way there.
Ah,
And he
the
kind of just like,
devouring.
that's a word. That's not what's gonna happen. It's just a show. And then he just like kind of dances off. Versus when he walked out, and him noticing you guys are watching him. Two completely different people. And to the big show, hoo-hoo, yay! And then he just kind of like skips all the way to the big tent and walks inside. And you see a bunch of other people are filing inside as well. And then you kind of like look around, and the Wheel of Wonders no longer spinning. You see old Pim giving out his. No, he didn't get about any coins. He's shooing away the rest of the customers, being like, "It's time for the show. Make your way to the big top tent. It's gonna be a wonderful surprise." He starts kind of like sauntering over there. But again, in the moments in between, you can see his eyes kind of darker than they were. And you look around more, and
Old Pim!
oh, you're all still here. Wonderful, wonderful. What have you seen so far? Walk with me.
Yeah.
How fucked are we?
Yeah, so how bad since we're locked inside?
We're locked inside. I hadn't noticed. Well, you are, how should we say, valued customers at this point. You've seen, I suppose, many of the attractions. You've stayed up to this point. It would be meaningless to leave without a culmination of the energy. Do you understand my meaning?
I do.
Devouring?
The Devourer.
Why do we
the
keep
Oracle
saying-
already gave it up.
The Oracle says many things.
Yeah, she already gave it up, but it's fine. Old Pam, I like it, man. I really do.
I like you too.
I'm not.
I have
It's
been
a little sus.
I've been a part of this carnival for 10 years.
How long is 10 years?
One full decade. It's-
Damn, got that. Some heavy insight there.
and I've taken part in the final show on several occasions. I wasn't.
Well, how rare is the final show?
We're told it
Well,
doesn't happen often.
Well, it doesn't happen often because the carnival doesn't set up often.
So how many shows have you done in the past 10 years?
Ooh,
Which I guess 10.
I would say no more than 5, actually.
Oh.
Every couple of years, we set out and the troupe all gets together and, well, we bring joy to the masses. Have you not enjoyed your stay?
Old Pam, to be honest with you.
No.
Kind of creepy around this shit.
I've received such words before, and I understand. But you must understand that the people here, I am but a humble worker for the Wheel of Wonder. I let people enjoy. That is all I do. But the Oracle, as you say, she said something of devouring. The Oracle sees things. It's in many ways, really, it's twisted her mind. The man of the maze, I'm not sure you've been there yet, but he lives in darkness to better fill his role. The champions, they continue to fight because that is what they are paid to do. Without them filling the role,
He paid to do?
Yes.
I didn't spend any money to get in here. How are you guys getting money? What are you using to spend?
Not all creatures
Creature?
need coin. You're a creature. I'm a creature.
Well, why do you use that word?
Would you
can't
not call the
just-
Colossus a creature? Surely he's no man.
You also said you work for the wheel, not the wheel works for you. Can you elaborate on that?
I mean, and he kind of like
What do you mean by that?
he stumbles back in his words a little bit and kind of starts to like cover old tracks. I don't work for the wheel. I work for the attraction. The wheel is a stationary item, but I work for that to gather more customers.
So
and
Will's definitely alive, right?
when it spins and I turn it on, I suppose.
So-
Well, that wheel there? No. Heavens, no, it's not alive.
So it doesn't like moan and groan on its own?
Shifting weights, slight gusts in the wind. It's old. I've only been here for a single decade. How long the carnival's been going on, I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Okay.
How were you hired? What were you doing before you?
I visited the carnival myself.
Okay, there it is.
I came to it, and I went through. I enjoyed the final show, and I decided after the final show that this is where I was meant to be.
We are so fucked.
Yeah, old Pin. I don't want to work the carnival for the rest of my life.
You don't have to. It's simply a choice. I've made mine, and you, all the three, may make your own.
Work for it or die for it. That's a good one, old Pim. I don't trust anything here anymore. But I can't leave, so we're gonna watch the final show.
Well, and you guys kind of like look up, finally recognizing that you've been walking directly towards the big top tent the entire time. Well, we're here, so find a good seat, front row. I would sit there, but sit anywhere you like. I will see you in there.
Yes, you will, old Pim. You have a good one.
And at this point,
I was setting him on fire the first time I seen it.
I want all of you to roll a perceive instinct check
Oh,
for
I
me,
don't
please.
think a roll is necessary, sir.
no!
So would you look at that?
11.
10.
Since you got the highest, we'll go with you. Not good, guys. As soon as he walks in and joins kind of like the big gaggle of customers who are all very excited. Some of them are a little looking around, somewhat uncomfortable, you can tell. But as you see him walk in, you see him stick his hand in his pocket and start to roll something around, and then he disappears into the crowd. When you walk in, there's nobody in the center of the room. You gauge the room for the first time, it having been off limits to this point, and you saw from the outside, but now that you're inside, it almost feels bigger somehow. It's massive. I mean, it's like stadium seating wrapped all the way around, and in the center is this wooden podium. It has to be 30, 40 feet across. It's large enough for quite the show, whatever the show is, of course. You see none of the carnival attendants, you see none of the attraction owners, you see nobody there. Right now it's just all people finding a place to sit. So go ahead and put your characters where you want them to go.
Think back row.
Fuck yes.
With a pillar in front of us.
Or Do we try to be decent people and sit at the front row? What do you guys think?
I haven't met a decent person here. Why change the
What
norm?
about the people that were visiting that are trapped like we are? We can do a little bit more.
What if we said like mid row and I said my alter ego to the front?
Ah, yes. Skip's got a good idea. Yeah. Let's sit mid row. Middle. You don't want to be on the edges of either side, right?
Yeah.
We'll sit in a group of people in the middle to protect them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the front row. You can't really see.
You get devoured first.
Yeah, you get devoured
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
You don't want to be all the way back, so if it's actually a good show, you kind of want to experience middle of the row, boom.
Yeah.
You're hidden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mid row of the one to your right.
You guys can feel free to move ye old tokens.
Oh.
You sit right there. Somebody takes your spot.
I'm gonna send my little midnight spirit to the front row.
Okay. It looks just like you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys sit down. Everybody else starts to find their seats.
Actually, I'm gonna go sit in the rafters, guys. Yep. And I'm going to mark stress. Actually, no. Let's spend 3 hope. 3 hope. And I'm gonna turn into. Where are they at?
As he does this, I want to spend a hope to ask the GM for either a quick or inconspicuous way out of the building. And next time I roll that makes a capitalization of this information has advantage. So is there like a way I see like out if shit hits the fan?
It would just be
Big ass.
right
Yes.
here, right now. Realistically, would be the way you came in.
Okay. Damn.
So I'm gonna turn into a hawk and go out to the like edge and up to the top of like the tent, like the most out the back, up the top, just
Okay.
quietly.
Cool.
I gotta be behind a fucking like one of these edge posts. I'll do it. So I creep my way up there.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit up at the top, perched, watching the hawk's eye.
You can poop on print.
All right. So as everybody settles, half of the torches go out in the room, and the first person you see walks the stage is the pyromancer. She sits there and she dances a flame between her hands, and it flies up to the ceiling in a spherical like tornado, and it like blasts into the ceiling, and then it starts to rain ash. And as it rains, she sweeps her hands and grabs the ash, and then she builds the fire back. And then next you see the shadow acrobat slide in on some invisible thread. And she hovers above the center of the stage, and now you can see the thread. Light from the torches glimmers off of it, and it's no thicker than a fish hook wire. And then she like kind of bounces on it, and then she does a backflip off of it, grabs it one time, swings around it, and then slams into the stage and just does like her final like bow. And then you see the Oracle walk out, and she's got her hands together, and a mystic energy is not collecting in her palms but kind of coming off of her. And then she just very solemnly walks to the center. And then you see the champions. You see the Colossus slam his way onto the stage. You can see the wooden boards buckle underneath, but as they're going up to the stage, him and his the other champion, they begin to like do some sort of duel right there, catching each other's weapons and dodging under each other's attacks. And the fight spills over into the stage, and as soon as they're center stage, they just immediately stand up straight, face out to the crowd, and then saunter off to the side. And then you see a man that you haven't seen quite yet. Very burly, average size, but very burly, very hair tufts coming out from underneath his carnival uniform, for lack of a better word. And he's got a snarling grin on his face, and as he smiles to the crowd, you can see intentionally sharpened teeth coming out from a very large beard. And then you see a smaller man, very thin, very Edgar Allan Poe vibes, dark eyes, circles, very large. And with him, he's got a single stick with 100 wires coming off of it. And then he has it, and he whips it, and then you see two marionettes fly out, and they hit the stage. And they both have a sword in their hands, and he wiggles them, and they both bring their swords up. One is a female, and one is a male. And then he wiggles it more, and then they take the center stage, and the two marionettes start to very mechanically combat each other with the swords, and it ends in a fencing pose where they both hit each other in the chest, and then he waves it one more time, and they just kind of saunter off to the side, and then he walks up, bows, and he stands off to the side as well. And then you see old Pim walk up, and he just does just a merry bow, and then he just stands over to the side. No big show for this man. And then you see the guy from the mirror maze. Now you see him in a good light, and he's tall and thin. His face is very pale. Very, very pale skin, as he's lived in the dark for an untold amount of time. And you can see his pupils are a majority of his eye, unnaturally so. And he holds up a mirror, checks his reflection, and then he shows it out to the crowd, and you can still see his face in the mirror. And he tucks it away. And then you see the jester that you saw before, and he just is running around, he's juggling knives and throwing out sparkles between his juggle, and then he throws them super high in the air, and he pulls his shirt out, and as soon as he pulls his shirt out, just a bunch of flowers just come out, and then he's just and he's and just gives one very exaggerated bow, and he stands off to the side. And then you see the man who lets you in, Mordaiin, and he very confidently, very calmly walks up to the center ring, and he looks out a bunch against all of the people who work there, and they make a way for him, separating side to side to ensure he can get where he needs to go. And with his cane, he twirls it in his hand. He walks up the stage, and with a very solid, echoes through the tent, just thump, just he stands there, and he kind of leans on his cane left, and he leans on it right. But this time he's wearing a mask, a porcelain mask, and it has cracks, kind of from the mouth going up and down and side to side. It looks like this mask was punched, damaged in some way, directly centered. And then the whole tent is quiet, and you can feel the anticipation of the crowd, almost like water pouring down the bleachers behind you. And he looks at everybody. As far as you can tell, with the mask on, it's hard to tell. Welcome to Mordaiin's magnificent Menagerie. You are joining me now for the final act of the evening. At times like these, on nights like this, the veil between dark and light is thin, so fickle, like you could rip it with your fingers. But we will not rip the veil this night. We will simply take you to the other side. And then the crowd is just oh, Oh, that's scary. This is gonna be awesome. And then you can see that he's kind of like very weirdly looking about the crowd. Performers, bring up your items for the ritual. And the Master of Games takes an enlarged coin, similar to the tokens that you guys have been collecting. And a table comes out of the center, almost like it's being magically built before your eyes. And the Master of Games is holding his bell, and he takes the coin and he sets it in the center of the table. And then the Shadow Acrobat takes off an invisible thread, but when she pulls it taut, you can see it gleaming through, and she wraps it around the coin in a perfect circle.
Who did that?
Shadow
The acrobat.
Acrobat. Shit, a what?
Very thin, like almost like fish line, that you couldn't see until she's shown it in the light. And then the Oracle, between her hands, she like presses them together very hard, and then she pulls them apart. And in pulling them apart, you can see the light and the magic coagulate into a single shard of something, crystal shard, and she floats that over to the table. The pyromancer pulls off her necklace and lays the flaming gem in the center of the table. The champions pull off chunks of their armor. The Colossus breaks a piece of his mask, places it down, and the knight pulls off the face of his mask, now exposing his face, and lays it down. And now that you see his face, it is not human. The beastly man takes a whistle from around his neck and he lays it on the table.
Piece of his mask?
Yes, the champions. The guy who's in control of the marionettes takes the wooden stick with all the wires attached and he lays it onto the table, and you see the wires haphazardly hanging off. And as soon as he lets go of it, the marionettes just kind of crumple onto the stage and lay there in a pile of wood. Old Pym takes a single iron cog, very small, and he places it in the center. And then the Master of the Maze takes out a shard of a mirror, and he places it down. The Happy Harlequin grabs his own face and starts to pull it away. It almost looks like rubber as he's pulling it away, and he rips it off, and you can see underneath he does have a face. He didn't just rip off his literal face, but it's twisted. It's wrong. And he takes the rubbery mess of what he ripped off and it plops just on the table. And then Mordaiin spins his cane one more time, and he stands up onto the table itself, and again he plants his cane with that, and you can feel the echo, and it almost impacts you in the chest just a little bit, like a gush of air into the center of the table. And then he looks out. You have all been just the most gracious customers, viewers of all we have, of all we will ever have. You are the VIPs of this particular show, and I do hope that we have fed your minds, fed your eyes, and fed your bellies, your curiosities, your dreams, perhaps even for some your nightmares. But now, I believe now it is time for us to feed. And the lights, all the torches at the same time just go out. And then you hear, you feel, smell, taste. It's almost like you hear the crumpling of paper, but it's a big piece of paper. Just everywhere, all around. And the tent around you is ripped away, piece by piece, aging at an alarming rate. It's not literally being ripped away, it's falling apart. But in its place, a new tent is being built, constructed. Just strip after strip, the bleachers under you age rapidly. They fall apart, but before you hit the ground, they rebuild themselves as something grotesque. The stage before you warps with the weight of the group, and it's just as it starts to crumble, it builds itself back up. The air goes stale. And you watch in horror as each and every one of the performers in the center of the stage twist. Their bodies melt away. The marionettes stand up on their own with glowing eyes. Mordaiin takes his cane. Now you see him in the faint light. His clothing is tattered. His hair is insane coming out. His top hat has rips and holes in it, and his eyes glow. And then he looks at his fellows before him. I said, devour! And they all the ritual items come up and they start swirling over and over and over again, and they all just shoot off in 10 different directions. And then the 10 of them shoot off through the holes that are being repaired into the tent. And then Mordaiin is just standing in the center of the stage, and he says, good luck. And then as the table came out, it was magically constructed. It magically deconstructs with him standing on it, and he folds into a nothing and just disappears. He's not there.
So this is the part where everyone runs and screams.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Boys, I think we're fucked.
Dude, you know what I thought about doing? Flying off the bleachers down to the table and grabbing all the pieces. But then he was like, and then they fly away, like, to every direction. Fuck.
You turned out, I was like, what's another guy out there?
Grab him. Oh, I just got smoked right then and there. I did that.
And now, the world before you is from another dimension. Paint peels. The floor, the ground is covered in blood smears. Old and new. Parts of the tent flutter by and slight gusts of wind just kind of flies past your vision. The whole crowd sits quietly for just a second, and they all kind of like look at each other and like, what the fuck did he just say? And then somebody stands up and is like, we gotta get the fuck out of here! And then everybody just starts screaming, just hundreds of voices coming from all different directions, and all of them are like trying to like look for a different way out of the tent, but they're pulling the fabric and it's not ripping. So the masses start to run out of the front, and from outside you hear the growls and the snarls and the ripping of fresh flesh. You hear barks and gallops, and you hear hulking men crushing bones. And you just sit here in this tent. What do you do?
They're all in different parts of the tent, or they're all centralized in the middle?
The circus performers or the carnival workers, they are no longer in the tent. Presumably, they've gone back to their domain.
Alright.
All right, you guys make your way outside. You look at your map, just for the sake of looking at the map. And you see that all the attractions have been renamed.
Jesus.
Now you have the Halls of Splintering, Stringbinder's Court, the Bellringer of the Broken, the Iron Maw, Beast Cage Abominations, the Jester of Severed Smiles, the Noosewalker, the Shattered Seer, the Ashen Dancer, the Bonebreaker Brothers, and of course, Mordaiin's Hall of Feasting. And that is where we will end this session.
Old Pim's gonna be the first. To the big wheel we go.
Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed that session. Let's fix the lights here. Stop the music. Got honestly a lot of people thank. We've been using Roll20 for the entire thing, so give them a shout out. Use them yourself, they're pretty awesome. I got my friends here. You guys have been great. Hopefully you've enjoyed this Halloween series for the month of October. And I've got all the music that I'll list it all in the video description, but check them out. They're pretty awesome, especially if you like, haunted carnivals and stuff like that. Yeah, so again, this is Fables and Foes. Like, comment, subscribe. Watch it. If you don't like it, still comment. Still tell us what's up. We'll fix it for next time, or at least we'll try. And I appreciate you guys.